that baby.
Shave the baby.
Shave that baby. Good answer.
I don't even pretend to know what you guys are talking about.
Shave that baby for 500, Alex.
Too soon. I miss Alex.
We've got the daily shavy.
No.
Make it a true daily shavy, Alex.
What the hell's a true daily double?
It's when you
bet
wager
everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
You double up.
Are you forced to do that, or can someone choose?
Really
so
big
usually
balls
you want to bet in an intelligent way based on what your opponents have and that you can take the lead. But if you're very confident in the category, you can say, let's make it a true daily double. It's double or nothing. If you fail, you get a 0.
Some people regret that decision.
Yeah, and other people
but it
walk away
makes
like
for
mega
great
chats.
TV.
Mega chats.
Yeah.
Mega chat.
Welcome. We're Legend of Vantress.
We're talking
It is
about
opposite
shaving
day
babies.
because we are streaming. We're live at 7:07, folks.
Guys.
What's
happening?
We're so early, the studio might implode upon itself.
What's happened before?
It's such opposite day that we actually found all of the chocolate-covered pretzels.
Oh my god.
That's what you think. But did you find any raisins?
Anyway, Andy, take it away.
Welcome back, everybody, and today we are playing Sam Raimi Presents Route 2, the Dimwood Boogaloo.
The root.
So we're happy to have you.
Root harder.
Yeah, we're playing a little bit of Root, and what does that mean for those people who may not know what that means? There's a board game that we love by a game company called Leader Games. They make a board game called Root. It's right behind me. We are playing D&D 5e that is kind of reskinned and flavored to fit into that board game. So, it's kind of a wacky, over-the-top madcap adventure.
Do we have to do Root?
Do we have to?
Yeah, I would love to do the Takedo. I think Takedo would make for a really fun. Like just like paintings, like make a dexterity check, fucking.
Yeah, it's up to Mike if,
really
if he's up to DM that. And
You go to the hot springs.
Get out of the hot springs, old man!
I was gonna say,
Monkeys surround you.
This time, you only find one monkey.
You are so fucking sad, you want to just give up. Welcome, Dr. Mingus.
Welcome, Dr.
That's
Mingus.
the greatest name.
Dr. Mingus,
Dr. Mingus. Dr. Mingus, Dr. Mingus, Dr. Mingus.
Dr. Mingus, Dr. Mingus, oh, Dr. Mingus. Dr. Mingus, Dr. Mingus.
If you're joining us for the first time, we have a very weird sense of humor, as you can probably figure out by now.
We're so sorry.
You know what? And since I haven't even gotten past the introduction and the welcome, I'm going to try to move on with the announcements.
What's
Doing
wrong
great.
with me? I think you're crazy. What a second opinion. You're all so lazy. Okay.
Oh my! He's a one-man show, folks. He's a one-man show. He does it all.
We don't know where we found him.
As always, I would like to remind our viewers that this is a mature stream. We like to get a little wacky and raunchy here, so protect your ears, I guess, if you're sensitive to that kind of thing. But if not, stick around and enjoy. Put the kids to bed and stick around.
Not only are
You
we
might
old,
ask
we're
yourself,
inappropriate.
is our version of Curse of Strahd the best that there is?
Oh, boy.
Well, I'll answer your question by asking you another one. Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock?
No, he doesn't.
We finally launched our Curse of Stradania podcast.
He doesn't wear pants, Andy.
If you've never watched it, it's retractable.
He's got an innie.
It's retractable.
Oil can.
It's like a telescope. It's telescoping sheet metal penis, okay?
Does the telescope out or in?
I think we need a Rule 30 for the Tin Man. See how many results.
I gotta look it up.
Anyway,
Can you see how many results on Rule 34 there
we
are?
finally launched our Curse of Stradania podcast to much fanfare and success. If you haven't had the chance to watch our Curse of Stradania stream, or you did and you really enjoyed it, can I get through this first before we show that? Let me just talk about the podcast.
No, we're not showing it, whatever the fuck it is.
The first one's actually pretty cute.
What?
Man, look at the cakes on that Tin Man.
Yeah, it's just really. We can show this later. It's
Wait,
very
he's
tasteful.
got cake, is what you're saying? He's just like he's a dummy thick
Is he a
tin
dummy
man.
He
thing?
is a dummy thick tin man.
You had cakes the whole time.
Yeah, the cakes were the friends we made along the way. Anyway, we have a podcast.
Apologies.
We did a really awesome version of Curse of Strahd, which we called Curse of Stradania, and everybody loved it. It was basically everybody's favorite thing that we did. So we turned it into podcast form, so you can enjoy it on the go while you're commuting, while you're in the car, while you're studying, while you're working, whatever you want to do. We also have some extra intro episode where we talk about our character intros, and we do some voice acting and voiceover stuff there, which was kind of cool and new for a lot of us, and some of us had never done anything like that before. You can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever else you find your normal podcast routine. And if you could leave us a rating and a review where applicable, that would be lovely. We would really appreciate that. The best way to support the podcast is to just tell people about it. Spread the word. You know, if you know somebody who loves Curse of Strahd or is trying to get into D&D, this is a really good, simple, bite-sized way to get introduced to it. We also have a Patreon. So use !Patreon to check out all of the awesome tiers and rewards, because there's more amazing rewards than I could possibly mention in a single announcement session. But you will get a special role in Discord that denotes your Patreon level. You get access to campaign videos that you can't find anywhere else. And every tier gets access to an awesome library of custom Legends of Avantra stat blocks, items, boss fights, and the like that you can steal and use in your own home games. So if there's something that you saw us do here on stream that you really liked, you can even request it if it's not already in the vault, because we're adding stuff every month.
I'm this close to having Fleen Flow
There you
ready to go.
So that's a perfect example.
It's more than 4,000 words, and it is incredibly polished, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
it's not done.
That's something you have to look forward to. If you enjoyed our Fleen Flow mini arc, you'll have a really beautiful rule set to use in your own game, or just to play for fun.
And if you were wondering what Fleen Flow is, it's a magical sport.
I think in order to have June be a very solid month, I think that I'm going to commit, so I have a deadline, is that we are going to not only get the Fleen Flow rules, but also get the Crooked House from Edge of Midnight.
Oh, shit.
So if you want to run the Crooked House, you will be able to do that.
Yeah, so all of that gets added to
by midnight, June 30th.
All of that gets added to the vault every month, so the value of the Patreon only increases over time. You really can't beat that. And for our Mind Flayer tier patrons and higher, we do a special Patreon hangout where they get to spend a little more one-on-one time with us. And that is June 26th of this month, so don't miss that. And as I always say, everything that you guys gives us goes right back into the stream to make this the highest quality production possible. We really appreciate that. And it wouldn't be possible without all of you. So we wanted to give an extra special thank you to our Mind Flayer tier patrons and higher. At the Mind Flayer tier, we got to give it up for Abby Marie. We've got Amaronic. We've got Chuck Layton. We've got Hemlar. Hit Hanska. Gerberkart. Lone Guard. Lowercase J. Nose. Stir Fry Guy. And True Strike Your Face. At the Dragon tier, we've got AK Snuggie.
What?
And at the Tarrasque tier, we've got Arcadia. Thank you for that.
Wow, that was beautiful.
So thank you very much. From the bottom of our hearts, we are deeply touched by your support, and we appreciate that.
I have a question.
Sure.
What is it?
About Tarrasques.
Yes.
Or Tarrasques.
Yeah, Terrasque.
If you're nasty. How similar is their behavior to that of like a dinosaur of some kind?
They're exactly the same.
I would assume it's literally just a fantasy dinosaur.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's a big old scary like world-ending monster. Like, why is it going to be some dinosaur?
I would say if you took Sherlock Holmes and a Tyrannosaurus Rex and put them together, that would be a Tarrasque.
They have really high intelligence?
I would say two things. We don't know what dinosaurs are.
Can they tie their own shoes?
Yes.
So if you say dinosaurs, you're really saying more like a
movie.
bird, in my opinion. Like, is it
Jurassic
like a terrifying bird? I would go in more of a like.
I'm not talking about
rabid animal
science.
direction.
I'm not talking about like science dinosaurs.
that's
I'm
where
talking
I
about
always go
Jurassic Park
romanticized mythic
Jurassic Park.
conceptualization of dinosaurs.
Then absolutely.
Kelsey had a great point. Jurassic Park.
Oh my God! Welcome to
that's
Jurassic Park.
Our next campaign. Very easy.
Exactly right.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Surely this park won't collapse.
We have a few follows. I think we mentioned Dr. Mengus and Fran's Creation. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, we appreciate that. If you feel so inclined to support us here on Twitch, you are able to sub regularly or sub with Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. It doesn't cost you anything. You get to give us your 5 Bezos bucks for the month, and we are deeply apprecitive of that.
Kim had a good point. It's a kaiju.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's a great way to put it.
So it's much more like a Godzilla.
So it's,
than
it's still just.
It's an atomic
That's my Godzilla.
Please stop making that noise.
Are we talking Matthew Broderick kaiju or the rest?
What's the difference?
There's a huge difference.
What does that mean?
Well, he was in
I don't
like his
get
Godzilla
it.
movie was different than like the other Godzilla movies.
One
right?
just runs around eating helicopters and laying eggs, and the other destroys entire cities in a terrifying fashion.
And also, thank you, Fran's Creation. Did we already get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But thank you anyway.
We appreciate. We double thank you.
We also have Twist of Fate and Twist of Dread, which is every time there's a collective 500 bits donated from chat, which we keep track of in that little coffee pot down there. The players at the table get to redeem one of these coins from this cool metal cauldron
Redeem
to
it.
help us twist fate in our favor by re-rolling a d20 on a saving throw, an attack roll, or anything other than a death saving throw, basically. But on the flip side of that, if a single individual donates 666 bits, then our lovely DM Mike for the evening will get a twist of dread, and he may use that to re-roll one of his d20s to help make things more dreadful, or force one of the players to re-roll one of their d20s.
If
Gotta
I
mess us up.
had $100,000 for every time a Twist of Fate saved us, like really, really saved us during one of our stories, I could pay for my medical expenses.
That's true. We also have Adventures and Chill, which is after every stream session of D&D that we do a little extra special segment where we talk about the session that we just had. We theorize about what might be happening, talk about our favorite moments, but most importantly, we answer all of your questions and comments, so don't go anywhere after we're done streaming.
Yeah, don't.
We've got a YouTube channel, which you should definitely check out. We just posted a new video today, which is actually the video form of our intro to the Curse of Strahdanya
Episode
podcast.
1.
Yeah, so if you want to go check it out, you're not really a podcast person and you're kind of on the fence, you can go check it out on the YouTube. Listen to it and go, holy crap, this is so good. I should become a podcast person. And then go check out our podcast. We also have a Discord channel, which I mentioned. Come hang out with us there. We're literally always in there.
If you want to see the Tin Man with cakes, the Discord's where to go.
Did you really post it
You
there?
can find that in the Root channel.
Did you actually post it there?
Yeah, it's in
Adventures
there.
does not endorse anything.
All right, hold on. I gotta go look at this.
Nope.
Help, I'm trying to be stealthy, but I'm dummy thick and my ass cheeks keep squeaking because I don't have any oil.
Clang, clang.
It's the same problem I had when I tried to go to Planet Fitness. My massive penis kept slapping against my thighs and setting off the lunk alarm.
Ew.
Also, welcome, Hailblazer and Dog Furt.
Dog Fervert?
Dogfurt.
Oh,
Dog
Root and
Fervert.
other stuff.
Dogfurt.
Oh, wow. That is a dummy thick Tin Man.
Told you.
He's getting it. He's arching his
Welcome
back
back
and
to the
everything. He's
entrance, where you can enjoy a dummy thick Tin Man.
He's twerking. He's
So
twerking
join
Tin
our
Man.
Discord, go over to the Root channel, check out the Dummy Thick Tin Man,
Jesus.
and say
Get up in there.
whatever's gonna
Get
happen.
up in there for that dummy.
Lion! Come on, man!
He's coming onto the Tin Man.
He's saying,
Oh, God.
if I
King of the
only
forest.
had an ass. That's what he's hoping for. Oh, no, that's a scarecrow. What is that? No, you know what? We had this conversation the other day.
We
What is the
did.
Tin Man's song?
We always forget
He
his
goes,
song.
Oh, I don't care. But I can't remember his song.
Does he have a song?
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Because
He
he,
does.
he like
It's
he
the song
starts to
where
like
he's-
fall
Or
over
do they
and then he
only
dances.
dance?
Oh.
Do they only dance or do
I
they
don't
sing?
know.
No,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure they sing because I was supposed to be in the Wizard of Oz musical when I was a young girl, and I was pissed I didn't get Dorothy, and I got the Tin Man, so I quit.
Tin Man's a badass, so he's an axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also got really scared because I couldn't memorize all of his lines.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, that'll do
that's daunting.
I
Looking
quit
it
with
up.
enough time for the understudy to really
Oh,
nail
maybe
it.
he does
Perfect,
just dance.
perfect.
He might just do like do 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 do. It might just be like a
tap dance
rhythmic
number.
Yeah.
He does
Oh, yeah.
the
He
perk.
definitely has a dance.
Every
No,
movie
he
in
says
that
if I
time
only had
period,
a
there's always a
heart.
tap dance
Yeah, I'm
fucking
playing it.
number.
We're gonna play it.
No, we're gonna get DMCA'd.
That works.
Play
I'll
it
play
really,
it
really
silently in my
softly,
head.
and
No.
we'll just like sing over it.
Nine.
No.
Yes.
Nine.
Yeah.
Nine.
Yeah, for
Nine.
sure. Yeah, for
Nine.
sure.
Don't tell me
Andy,
no.
what's our next announcement?
When you tell me
So
no, I want to do
for
it more.
scheduling, we have Root DM'd by Mikey on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. That's going to be going most of the summer. Then our next episode of Beneath Dark Wings is actually this Saturday, June
This Saturday.
18th, starting at 2 p.m.
Oh my
Eastern
gosh.
time, right here. So don't miss that. And then our next session of Icebound, which is a once monthly survival horror campaign DM'd by Derek, is going to be on Friday, July 1st. And let me tell you, that one left off on a cliffhanger. Holy crap!
I don't think he has a song. I think it is just a dance
He does.
because.
If I only had a heart.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, his
Derek,
was
that
nice and
that
calm.
was beautiful.
But I think it starts
That was
off
nice.
as a dance because he needs the oil can to open his mouth.
Right.
Yes.
Because remember he's like, big fat cake.
And I remember he's like, frat cake. Yeah.
I need some dummy thick cakes in my life.
I know we talk about Futurama a lot, but actually that is one of my most favorite Futurama quotes of all time is when Leela gets knocked unconscious and has the dream of the of being in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And at the end,
Spoilers.
Zoidberg is the cowardly lion. And he goes to collect his reward, and Professor Farnsworth gives him a gun. And he's like, what is this supposed to be? And Professor Farnsworth is like, who needs courage when you have a gun?
Yeah,
it's It's like one of the greatest lines of all time.
That's the same episode that's we resemble literally sing the lollipop kid.
Yes, exactly. Futurama's fucking brilliant.
Thank you so much, SNC Studio and CJATX Gamer.
Welcome.
For the follow.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Adventures fam.
Welcome,
Howdy do
welcome.
there, friends.
Yeah, so that's the schedules. For special announcements, we have a TikTok. I can tell you from my personal perspective that every time the guys post a new TikTok, I literally watch it like 50 times in a row, and I just sit there and I cry. And like, I'm in half of them,
tears,
and I
happy
was
tears.
there, and I was like, you know, it's just so goddamn funny the way that they do the editing. It's very clever. So it was enough to make all of us boomers make TikToks and be able to follow us. And I highly suggest you do the same because it's very funny.
And us boomers are getting addicted to TikTok
Yeah.
to the point that like I'm laying in bed on TikTok until I fall asleep. So
It's getting dangerous out there.
it's
you
getting
go.
dangerous out there.
In the movie, the Scarecrow brings a gun to fight the witch. I would watch that version. I think I've seen that version, but I love that.
It's a super soaker. It's all fucking neat.
And then I know we have one more special announcement because we always do. I'm going to pass it over to Derek so he can tell us. But there's a right answer, and if you fuck this up, I'm going to be
I know what the right
surprised.
answer is for today.
Yeah.
Happy National Bourbon Day.
Nope.
Oh.
It's Flag Day.
Flag Day.
It's an actual holiday today.
It's what?
I like bourbon.
I mean, I love bourbon.
I don't want.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't give me a
But
flag.
it's like,
Give me a
come on,
glass of
today
bourbon.
It's Flag Day. It's an actual holiday. It's a national pancake bullshit
I know the
day.
whole point of that special announcement
like
was that it was all
pancakes.
fake bullshit.
I don't know. I feel like Derek is just
Well, what else you
reaching.
got?
I have
Anything
I have a
else?
second announcement, which is just before we started streaming, I dry swallowed 10 chicken nuggets without any sauce.
He did. It
and
looked
now,
painful.
And now my stomach feels like a bag of sandy marbles.
He's like a boa. He's like a boa constrictor. He's just swallowing the nuggets whole.
Like, did you not use?
They didn't give him sauces.
Did you not
So
chew them?
it is actually
I just worked them down.
If you have no sauce, why even chew?
Was Kelsey rubbing your neck down?
There you go, boy. Good boy.
this is actually a special stream because June 14th is actually International Bath Day. So it's going to turn into a
knew I
hot
was
tub
due for
stream.
something.
Oh, it's going to be a hot
Yo,
cut over.
it would be actually awesome if we could like put the table, like easily collapse the table and just like put an inflatable hot tub in
Oh,
here
that'd be
for a
amazing.
night. Like,
I
Red
can't
Bull,
hear
that'd be
you.
sick.
I'm in my
So,
bubble suit.
funny thing, this table is easily collapsible.
We should just like somehow fit rent a giant inflatable hot tub and just for like one night sit up here for 4 hours and
Oh, yeah.
How is this not collapse while we're streaming?
It's actually solidly made.
Yeah,
Also,
pretty
happy
solid.
National Pop Goes the Weasel Day.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Anything
on
else? Are we
Flag
good?
Day.
that's it.
Okay.
Kimma, I will say to your question, tune in next session. Find out how close we are.
I have one final announcement. We are not streaming early for no reason. You all at all. It is not opposite day. It is for a reason, a very deliberate reason, and it's something that we've been working on and been excited for a while now. And so if you are familiar with the YouTube channel Dingo Doodles, Legends of Evantress and our podcast Curse of Stradania are the sponsor of their new videos. And the video just went live, and none of us have seen it except for producer Rick. And so I think we're going to play it right now.
We're going to play it.
We're going to play it, and
okay.
we're going to.
Are you able to get it up on?
There it is.
I'm
There it
ready.
A
is.
live
There it is.
reaction.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Can they hear it?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Hear it. You all are gonna hear it. We're gonna turn ourselves down a little bit. Okay. Let me make sure everything looks good. Yeah. So enjoy.
I'm so excited.
This video is sponsored by the Curse of Stradania.
Hold on. Ah, producer Rick.
Producer
That's it?
Rick.
It's not working. Hold on.
That's
Oh.
the whole thing.
All right, well that's the whole spot. Thanks for coming out,
That's it.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
It's the
Yeah.
world premiere. Properties.
We're very
Oh, wow.
professional here
Yeah.
at Legends of Adventures.
You're seeing us do it live.
Rich is back there like one of
Legends
those
of Advantages.
connecting. What are the women who?
The
Operator.
Wow, why I couldn't think of that? I couldn't think of the word. I feel like I'm DMing.
Are we good to go? Yes. Okay.
Ready.
Sponsored by the Curse of Stradania, a Legends of Eventress podcast. Bleh. I know, there's like a million D&D podcasts out there, but this one has something fun and unique. Thigh highs. I mean gender bend. Alright, this one up. Anyway, this podcast is playing through the D&D classic Curse of Strahd with instead Countess Stradania von Zarvik. Oh god, I'm really testing my my language skills today. I mean, look how rad she is. I'm definitely on board for this version. Join these doomed adventurers as they travel through the gothic horror setting of Barovia, while still having humor about it. Kind of like The Corpse Bride, but with more blood. And thigh highs. Look, I really love thigh highs, okay? We also have the classic party members such as Cultist, Man Who Loves Hat, and Murder, Samurai, Woman, an angsty half-elf who, I think, needs a hug. And of course the classic, Tiefling with gun. I also read there's a saber-toothed tiger somewhere in the campaign named Chad. So, I'm intrigued now. So I suggest you go check them out at strodcast.com or twitch.tv/Legends of Evantris. Links in the description down below. Also, reminder, we got shirts.
So fucking good. I think she needs a hug.
Thank you very much.
Devil man with gun.
And then the saber-toothed Chad tiger.
I love that.
He's just like
I love
backwards
that
hat
that
with a
got a call
spliff
out.
and like, oh, that's so good. The Kanye glasses.
Amazing.
That is still one of my biggest regrets.
I
I
can
just need a fucking saber
But what's his name? Chad. Okay, Nikki.
I think that you outdid yourself slightly more than Sabretooth Chad with Willy the Worm, but you know, it's a close tie.
Look, they can't all be winners like Willy the Worm, Derek.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this goes to show, stop asking me what these random NPCs are named, please.
We don't have to ask
Or
if
what
you
their
just
dimensions.
tell us. I forgot to tell you for like 2 weeks ago that I like your purple hair.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And I just saw it again and was like, hey, I like that. Oh shit, I still forgot to tell her.
Welcome, Blood Witch Raven. We're about to get started and play some D&D.
Well,
No.
But we do that here.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You might ask yourself, do we play D&D here? And I will answer that question by asking you another question. Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock?
Now don't start that
You
again.
can find out for yourself by joining our Discord and heading on over to the Root channel,
That's exactly
where you
right.
can see a dummy thick Tin Man.
Although the cock is not answered in that picture.
Well, sounds like somebody's got to get on that. If you want to add a sheet metal
Gross.
dick to the Tin Man in our Discord, knock yourselves out.
He says, oh my god, Andy, shut up about it.
Hey, I got a pee.
Yeah, we just need a resident shut up about it, Andy guy.
Exclamation point, shut up in chat.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Because if I wasn't here, we get nothing done.
That's fair. That's fair.
I kid.
But if you weren't here, we would also get the announcement done much sooner.
I don't. Well, because there wouldn't be announcements.
Yes,
That's why.
exactly right.
I'm needed.
Yes, you are, Andy.
Thank
What
you.
happened last time, folks?
We made it. Well, shit. A lot happened. Okay, here we go.
Nothing.
We got on the barge, and then we got in a grease wrestle fight, and then we were. We thought we killed a possum. Because Bitsy went absolutely nuclear and was like, and then bang, a dead body rolls and hits the thing, and we're like, oh god, we killed the possum. And
It's basically like when an anime girl slaps the protagonist in like a high school drama.
yes, yeah, you one punch manned the possum, and so we go to talk to the otter about it, and the otter's like, well, we got to make sure there's no loose ends here. You got to deal with that. So we go back, and right as we're like, oh, well, they pushed the body overboard. Oh no, you were about to push the body overboard, but the possum goes nuts and was playing dead, steals the winnings from the gold.
Son of
They
a bitch.
both jump in. Peggy fireballs the shit out of both of them.
Maybe dead?
We don't find any bodies. Grumley's absolutely convinced they're dead. Then we are still on our way to Wort Wallow. And Peggy mentioned the creepy crustacean or calamitous crustacean. Or
Creeping crustacean.
Creeping.
creeping crustacean and manifested a horrific, horrible abomination of a sea monster that lives in the river.
It was a crawdad.
It was a giant crawdad, and it came up out of the river, and we attempted to communicate with it, but could not understand what it was saying in return. and Booker tried to offer up red shirt NPC number 3 as an offering. And as it went to strike, we struck back and cut its arm off. And we learned that it was a delicacy, a giant, the Big Daddy Crawdad arm.
Crawdaddy. Hashtag
Crawdaddy. Big Bad Crawdaddy arm was worth a lot of money. So we
Gave
haggled
away
with...
for free.
Well, not if Book has anything to say about it. We haggled with the otter, and we settled on, what, 80-20? I didn't write down the percentage. That we're gonna, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna sell this Crawdaddy arm. We're gonna 80-20 with the guys, with the otters. We make it to your relative's house, your sister's house, and we are everybody's going into anaphylaxis for some reason, and everybody needs medical attention because everybody is allergic to everything in the Dimwood. And we go to drop off the claw in the kitchen for some major mayoral feast, and
They're having a masquerade.
There's going to be a masquerade, and then I don't really remember the cliffhanger we left off.
We seem to
on.
really like masquerades in our campaign.
Yeah.
Is it Angelic Croak or
other
Fliza?
parties are just boring.
Fliza is married to Alexander Hamilton.
And that's where we are.
Yeah.
And then she showed up. And
She showed up,
cliffhanger.
I don't understand why you can't keep that straight.
I'm in the medical urgent care facility. Somebody's putting a
We were gonna go to the kitchen and drop off the big bad Crawdaddy.
Yeah, if you've played Elden Ring, it's like those crawfish that are like 20 feet tall and then like hide in the mud and then instantly like sloop out and can like sprint 800 miles an hour and spray like venom all over you. It was one of those.
We handled it a lot easier
Sloop
than
me.
that. I'm
We
shocked.
did.
We never gave it a chance to
Envenom us.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Corny Cargio.
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 Cargeo.
Cargio.
Cargio.
Cargeo.
Welcome.
Essence of Cargio.
Either way, we're happy to have you.
With that, you were standing in the mayoral manor that had once been owned by the corrupt Mayor Boghop. And once he was ousted after it was revealed that he was embezzling taxpayer money.
What a dick.
No one was surprised, but he was still run out of town by an angry posse. And in his place was Hamiltoad. Or was it Alexander Hamiltoad? I forget. Alexander Hamiltoad. Became the mayor who had been running against him or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And he's now the mayor. And
I don't know.
know.
It doesn't even matter.
Quoted.
he's running, and
He was
married
running
to
against the fox Aaron Fur.
Aaron Fur.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Fur. No one
I'm just
knows
mad
about
I didn't
him.
think about it.
It was
and,
a tight race, but
and Alexander
Hey, Mr.
Hamilton pulled it out.
Hamilton, your fellow delegates
but
would
it's
like to
fine.
know how
Hamilton.
you are voting.
And with that, you were standing in the foyer of this grand manor, and at the top of the stairs, in a dress that is still getting ready for a grand party, very clearly not finished, is you see a frog wearing a very large, elaborate ball gown, as she looks at
an
you,
English
Peggy.
gown.
An English gown.
That's right, you did describe it in
did,
great
yeah.
detail.
it was a beautiful pale green.
It's a minx-lish gown. You know?
Yeah, because of minks.
Because of minx, and they're
Yeah,
woodland
yeah.
critters, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
yeah.
looks
Yeah.
at you and she says, "You have a lot of nerve coming here after what you did the last time you were here."
What did I do the last time I was here? Was it because I got naked? I was practicing how to go invisible.
And
And what?
you haven't told your friends what you did the last time you were here?
Well, I clearly don't remember what I did the last time.
I
was
want you
here.
to tell your friends what you did the last time you were here. And why I'm reasonably upset. I can't believe you would not let your friends know the company you're keeping.
They are the company that I'm keeping.
I know, I'm not surprised actually, now that you say that.
Is it because I have Is it because I have a fly in my mouth?
Well, no, that's generally unhygienic, but I mean the other thing that you did.
I am seriously very confused by this right now. Should I just get naked and back up into the wall and you could talk to my friends for a while I'm invisible for roughly an hour or so?
Peggy, you can't just disappear every time trouble comes along.
I created magic intentionally to be able to disappear anytime that trouble came along. I didn't want to deal with it.
I just don't see how being disappeared is helpful in this situation.
Do you see how angry Flies is right now?
Yeah.
She could be angry at all of you instead of me. That
I know,
sounds
but
really
I still
helpful
wouldn't
for me
feel
in
the
this
need
moment.
to take my clothes off.
Well, you can't go invisible when you take your clothes off, so...
Oh, I see the connection.
Yeah, when I take my clothes off, no one can see me.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go.
So you're gonna tell me what it was that I did? Because I totally don't remember.
Well, you know what you did.
I'm sure probably somewhere in my massive brain full of how to create magic, I do know what I did.
So you should tell your friends the story so you can come clean about it and apologize.
All right, friends. I spilt some wine on the floor.
Thank you!
That's it? That's what all this is about?
Yep.
Don't you have people to clean that up?
It was really expensive wine.
Well, for what it's worth.
Right?
And the really expensive carpet.
There's carpet in this place?
Yeah!
Why would you...
We're moving on up!
How, you got so much money now that you're married to the mayor, Alexander Hamilton. Why wouldn't you do hardwood floors? What do you think
That
this is, 1973?
You look. And it's all like shag brown. Like wall to wall.
This is absolutely horrible, Flies. Has Angela Croak been helping you with the interior decor? You know she's not good at any of that stuff.
She says she's an expert at the latest fashions.
Have you seen a red dress?
Many
Red went out of
times.
fashion 10 years ago.
Well, I'm glad you apologized for spilling the wine.
I was hoping it would get you to put in some hardwood floors.
Well, we can talk about that, but I'm glad that we were able to make up.
Yeah.
Oh. So you guys
Well, now
are
I'm a
okay
little
now.
irritated you're calling me out in front of my friends, but it's fine. You're going to apologize
Well,
for that.
you're never gonna make amends if you're not called out in front of all your friends.
Are we all there?
Of
Well, except
course.
for Bidsy is passed out and dying.
We're just holding this like crawdad claw.
This shag carpet's really soft.
Well, so I'm glad you're here because you see, is it okay if I talk? I mean, I feel a little tension and it's a little bit awkward. I'm not gonna lie. But are you feeling awkward?
Oh, very.
Okay.
Why are you feeling awkward? You're part of my family now.
Well, I mean, I
You're
think
basically my brother.
families can feel awkward together. It's not like a mutually exclusive thing. Family are feeling awkward, you know.
Well, now you're making me uncomfortable. It wasn't enough, Flies. I had to just call me out the moment we walked into the house.
Anyways, I just wanted to let you know, and I'll let the butler Toady or whatever his fucking name was.
Excuse me, please don't raise your voice like that in the house. Feliza is currently pregnant, as you can see.
Oh.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's why I'm so irritable. There's a lot of tadpoles.
Oh.
Is that...
I thought you kind of like squirted those out and then let them bake. Well, not bake, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure how frog biology works. I'm just the dungeon master.
Do you mean you don't know how frog biology works in your setting, Mike?
God.
That's really
What an
it's just
amateur.
How dare
Real
you run
biology.
this session without fully researching frog
I only
biology?
prepared for toads,
abysmal.
newts, salamanders, every other amphibian, an axolotl.
Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that we brought a very nice, very heaping... How big was your booker? It was pretty big, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely massive. Largest crawdad arm I've ever seen in my life.
It's an entire claw. It could feed an army.
That's probably worth millions.
And we were told to come to you for payment.
Millions.
So that, I mean, given that
But to be fair, we were actually told to go to Alexander for payment.
Oh, well, I figured...
Well,
this is
Alexander's far too busy with the Grand Masquerade Ball with all of the all the nobles.
You have really good snap judgment, so I'm thinking like what, 10,000 gold pieces
Oh, at
for
least,
a crawdad,
at
si-
least.
crawdad that size.
Is that the going rate?
It's a delicacy.
It's actually a family discount, to be fair. Especially because I spilt the wine on the floor and I feel really bad
Which
for
is
it.
only fair.
It's 50% off.
Oh,
but we figured it was
that's
going to
right.
make you super popular with everybody, you know, that we were serving this gigantic crawdaddy claw.
Oh, was that the thing I saw out the window that you were bringing in?
Oh, yeah. Did you see how big that was? It could feed the entire place for the masquerade.
Is that
Everyone's
why
gonna
you all
want
smell
some.
like low tide?
Well, yes and no.
Well, some of us smell like high tide, so don't get too close.
We sort of generally smell like low tide, but probably it's a little stenchier
It's
than usual.
it's part of our charm.
Well, I don't find anything very charming, until you get a bath and some new clothes.
I'm still covered in seaweed and like mud.
Oh yeah, you were like drunk through the banks of the river.
It's really soft, silty mud.
A crab like crawls out through my armor.
Well, I wouldn't say no to a bath and some new clothing, that's for sure. That would be nice. Maybe a little bourbon on the side.
You don't drink brandy?
Oh, I drink anything. Brandy sounds fantastic.
So picky, you're coming into my house. Anyways.
So, are we good with the 10,000 then, if that's the going rate?
That sounds good to me.
Make a deception check at advantage.
Like Peggy said,
on.
that's a very good. That's a very fair rate.
Oh god, well high.
I'll give you bardic inspiration if you need it.
I mean, I'll just take it for fun.
It's my last one.
Oh, well then you keep it.
No. We just haven't long rested in
So
like
what am I
1,000
doing?
years.
Deception or intimidation or what?
Deception.
And welcome, dear Mama.
So what is it?
Papa?
Your bardic
And
inspiration?
badges and bow ties.
D8.
Welcome.
Yep, and if you fail
And Cookie.
the roll,
Did we get
you
that?
still get to keep it.
Papa.
And Cookie Fat, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at that.
For the followers.
I mean, I
welcome
think
to
my
Vantage
roll
Fam.
was probably good enough, but I only have +1. 26.
Oh yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Strongly believe it too.
Wow. That's a
I'm
lot of money.
convinced.
I should kill more crawdads.
Well, they're pretty rare. I mean, that's part of the delicacy, right? You're not going to just find a big bad crawdaddy just walking down the street.
So all you have to do is just take a barge on the river and say creeping crustacean.
Don't say it out loud. We already learned the consequences.
Well, we could make 20,000 if we cut off both its claws.
Well, we can talk about that later.
Wow, what a generous offer.
Yeah. Well, it's because I spilled that wine on your shag carpeting. Your beautiful lime chartreuse shag carpeting that you've got in the foyer.
That's what the carpet vendor said. When he brought over all of the swatches, Alexander just loved it so much.
Was the daffodil wallpaper necessary?
Oh, with frogs, we love daffodils.
You know, it looks great.
Do you even have to ask that, Chipmunk?
I just.
Everyone knows that in the Dimwood, all frogs love daffodils.
I thought it would have been like a lily pad, maybe.
Well, that's very very offensive. It's a stereotype.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
I know I can't contribute to this because I'm dying. However, I'd like to imagine that the shag carpet goes all the way up to the bottom of the big grand staircase in the center of this area, and that the shag carpet continues up the sides, but it's like that ugly countertop linoleum as the actual carpet down the center.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
extra hideous.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
that.
We appreciate your headcanon.
And thank you for the follow, badges and bow ties, and Digi Drago Lord. Welcome on.
Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
the Vantage Fam.
Oh, a badger and a bow tie. Walk down the hallway.
A badger and a bow tie would fit in really well.
Well, now that I sufficiently believe you that it's worth 10,000 gold pieces, I think we can talk business after you don't smell like low tide.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, sure. If you just want to show us to our rooms so we can get ready. I'm assuming you don't want your family to look atrocious at this masquerade we're clearly invited to. So you'll have some clothes sent up for us because otherwise we're going to have to look like this, Fliza.
Wait, you think you come into the masquerade ball?
We were already invited by one of your henchmen,
Which henchman?
Bobby.
Bobby invited Bobby. I'm going to have a stern talking. I'm going to have a stern. That boy ain't right. Let me tell you.
What kind of a badger named Bobby wears a bow tie?
I'm picturing it when he wears the little outfit.
Like when he says he's wilting.
when he's
They're visiting.
Right, my face.
Yeah, that's right.
Gilbert.
Wait, where's Bitsy? Oh god, did she make it?
They took her to the.
Oh,
to the-
yeah.
Well, I don't know where they took her, but she
One
was
of our
breathing.
friends is dying currently, and so I think they took her to your infirmary. Would you keep us updated on whether she survives or not?
I feel like
You
maybe
should
we
be
go
really
see her.
careful because she nearly killed a child in like 2 seconds.
No, she's in very good hands with Dr. Frankels.
Perfect. Frankenstein.
Why did it's always been Frankels? He's been our family doctor since we were kids.
His middle name is Steen.
Well, the Steen would be before the last name.
Frankel.
Are you saying Frankel, comma Steen?
Yeah, MD.
So his name's Victor Steen Frankels?
Yes.
What a name.
Well said, Brumley. Well said.
In a dark dungeon in the basement, standing over Bitsy's unconscious bodies, pulling on gloves, and charging the amps.
There's like a single dimly lit medicine bowl, like swinging back and forth. You're gonna get dissected.
Hey, thank you so much for the song.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Thank you.
I think we should go find her.
Well, I think we have to get ready for the masquerade first, cleaned up.
Well, get your friend cleaned up with you. She smells like low tide too. We don't want
I don't even
that.
know her, and she seems more reasonable than you do. The Bitsy's our friend.
We don't really. What I'm going to tell you
Friends
is
are
that you
love.
have not
Friends.
seen Dr. Victor Stein Frankel's work, and you don't want to get involved while he's in the process.
And plus, they said they had brandy, so.
They'll send her up if she survives.
If she survives.
Well, if Dr. Frankelstein, if Dr. Victor Frankelstein,
Just call him Dr. Frankel. I mean, what the hell's his name?
Dr.
You
Frank.
can't recall.
Can we call him Vic?
You know what? He much prefers if you use his whole name. All right, he gets really
Dr.
irritated if you don't.
Victor Stein Frankels.
Yes, Dr. Victor Stein Frankels. And so if you get in his way, you risk losing Bitsy. What do you think you're going to be able to do for her that the doctor can't?
I don't know. I just thought, she shouldn't be by herself. When I have a bad tummy ache, which is frequent, my mum used to, sit by my side and rub my belly and like.
Did you see her face?
Yeah.
Eyes were completely swollen shut. She didn't have lips anymore.
Oh God.
Her nostrils, she has a mouse face and she had no nostrils.
Maybe I could just rub her throat a little and
You would
relax
have
it
to
into opening
find her
back up.
throat first under all of that swollen
Oh,
flesh.
Bitsy. I feel terrible. I should never have made her try the peanut.
You should have thought about peanut allergies and how common they are.
I didn't know. I've never found anybody that's allergic to a peanut. It's the
Alive.
forest. It's like really common,
You hear from out the window, nuts with the prize inside! Pete's Nuts not responsible for any peanut allergies or any other related injuries or illnesses from peanuts! Nuts with the prize inside!
That guy's definitely got waivers now. You can have one, but you gotta sign this first.
Nuts with the prize inside!
Well, we should go check on Bitsy too. I mean, just make sure she's okay.
That's what I literally was just saying.
Yeah, so we should go right now. Is
So
what I'm
you
saying.
want to go and interrupt the good doctor Victor Stein Frankels while he's working on our friend Bitsy and risk losing her.
I mean, she's probably not gonna make it anyway, let's be real. Did you see her face? Holy hell.
My sister's literally telling us we need to stop smelling like low tide because... Can you just not listen for a second, Fliza?
Fliza, you actually look up and she's gone.
Oh, great.
You see that Toady is just standing there, folding his hands like the frog footman from Alice in Wonderland. Alice Adventure, or is that from Through Looking Glass anyway?
Is Toady a toad?
Yeah.
And
So
there's
you
actually
can tell
a
us all about his
cougar.
biological reproduction.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear.
Please spend the
Do you
next
want to know
30
how I
minutes.
reproduce?
Yeah,
Allow me to demonstrate!
spend the next 30 minutes graphically describing it, please.
Do I have any volunteers?
Hazel raised her hand.
No.
I saw it.
No.
Well, she needs a reason to go to the infirmary, so pregnancy is a great one.
Oh my god. His throat starts to like. Oh god.
I'm just worried that this Dr. Frankel guy is like a weasel, like with robot body parts, and he's like,
Why would you
does
think?
horrible experiments
What is
on
that?
people.
What does that even mean?
That is
Why
awfully
would
specific.
you think that at all? He's been our family doctor since forever.
Oh, is he not a weasel?
What is he?
Well, I don't know. He's always wearing a white lab coat and a mask.
That's terrifying. I
Well,
don't.
it's more like goggles, so he can. Because if he takes his goggles off, he can't see for shit.
I'm very impressionable by what I read. The limited ability that I have to read.
Did you ever see that major image that starred, what's his name? He's really great, he can sing really well. Dr. Sing-Along blog or whatever.
I don't know why you're asking me.
Oh, I'm just staring off into distance. There's no one there, Bitsy.
Talking about that squirrel over there.
Right.
Nuts of the prize inside.
I think it's Dr. Borable.
Oh yeah, Dr. Horrible Sing-Along
Oh,
blog.
I
Haven't
think
you
of
seen
Dr.
that major?
Schmorable. They're probably the same.
It's
It's
Borable.
Borable. He's Bor.
Oh, you're right, because he's one of those pigs with tusks.
Oh, he's
what with tusks and all.
Big what with tusks and all.
Yeah, no, not a tux. He had tusks.
Oh, anyway.
But anyway, in that outfit he wears is very similar to what Dr. Victor Steinfrankels wears.
If I recall, that guy was like a literal villain. So maybe we should go check on Bitsy.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're the same person. I'm just saying that they wear similar outfits because they're both doctors.
Grumly, you come with me.
You know what, Peggy?
I promise to take a bath after, but
Well, you gotta take a bath first because this entire place is covered in shag carpeting, and if you keep walking over it, then Liza's gonna be super pissed at all of us because her entire house smells like low tide.
I guess I'm
And
tracking
right now,
river
we're
water
smelling
everywhere.
like shrimp 24 hours outside of the refrigerator, so we should probably get washed.
All right, okay. So a quick bath, and then we'll find Bitsy.
Yeah, and most likely by the time we're done with our bath and getting ready, Bitsy will have made her way up to the room, alive more than likely.
Or she'll be dead. Either
Or
way.
she'll be dead.
And
But
it won't
either
be
way,
our problem
there was
anymore.
nothing we could do about it because none of us are doctors.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
All right, so where do we go?
Oh, I don't know. She didn't tell us. She just left
I've
before she let
been
us
here
know where the
before,
rooms
haven't you?
were. I don't have an actual room here. It's not my house.
Oh, let's just go find
You know
one,
what? I
guess.
figure we just go upstairs and we look through rooms and figure out which one we like the best. If someone stuffs in it, we just throw it out in the hallway.
Totally.
Yeah, you're just listening to everything you're saying.
I don't forgot his name. Toady.
Totally.
Could you show us where we could take a bath?
Totally. I can take you to your rooms, and when you are ready to visit Dr. Frankel's dungeon, I mean the infirmary. Dr. Poison. I can lead you there to check on your friend.
Wait, did you say dungeon?
Oh, well, no, that's preposterous. I said the dungeon, I mean infirmary.
Oh, the infirmary. You're not saying dungeon at all. Is that right?
No, Dr. Frankel's dungeon, I mean infirmary.
Oh, okay, phew. For a second I thought you said dungeon.
No, that's preposterous.
He's very explicit that he's saying dungeon, I mean infirmary.
Oh.
It's very explicit. I'm like, come on, pay attention.
I'm sorry, you know, my hearing comprehension, it's not that great.
Well, show us to our rooms already. Trying to get yelled at. I want a bath.
Okay, if you follow me, totally. And did I hear one of you talk about the reproductive capabilities of a toad? No, I mean, I was just kidding. Unless...
I bash his head in with my banjo until his brains and viscera are all over the shag carpet.
Oh, God.
He guides you up. There's many guest rooms in this mansion, and you see actually that most of them are filled with visiting dignitaries from other clearings throughout the Dimwood, high-ranking officials of the Marquisate. Some of them, as you see them go opening doors and walking down hallways that you actually recognize, had been visiting Click Clock Crossing just the several days before for the public execution and carnival games. And after that had happened, they were making their way down to Wart Wallow for this grand ball. You see that there's actually very heavy security, soldiers posted every several feet, and you are all guided to the only guest room that is open. There's a single washroom, and Toady stops here and says, "Well, this is all you get."
I was really hoping that we'd all get our own room. It'd be very plush. I could soak for a nice 90 minutes, and, here we are. This is all we've got.
I mean, if you want one, you could just go to the room across the hall, throw their stuff out into the hallway, and just take that room.
I don't know. Your sister kind of scares me. I don't want her to yell at me anymore.
You think the vagabonds would get their own rooms?
Yes. I mean, I literally just said that's what I
What
was
is
hoping
this, some
for.
sort of Dungeons and Dragons campaign? That is ridiculous.
Thought that
Excuse
everyone
me,
was well
Toady,
off.
you know that she's my sister, right?
Yes, she said I should speak to you very rudely, or else she'd be very upset with me, so I'm very sorry. It hurts me personally.
Should I cast a fireball on this kid?
Whoa. I mean, we're all in the vicinity here. You don't want us all to die, do you?
The whole house will go up.
No, of course it
And we
won't.
haven't been paid for the crab claw yet.
Look, this is the only good thing about shag carpeting. It's clearly made of polyester, which means when you light it on fire, it melts. It doesn't
To your
burn.
feet. Then you get stuck, and then all the rest of the fire burns you. It's like quicksand.
Are you looking at these walls? She literally put shag carpeting on the walls. You can stroke the fuzzy walls.
Why?
I have never seen so much macrame in my entire fucking life.
It's on the ceiling.
It's the perfect home design for a swampy clearing. Everything is moist. There's the smell of mildew everywhere.
I'm having Edge of Midnight flashback.
I am not.
Well,
not
when you're
cool
ready
with
to
this.
visit your friend, who's certainly fine in Dr. Frankel's dungeon, I mean the infirmary, I can guide you there.
All right, well, let's get cleaned up, get this over with, and make sure Bitsy's still alive, I guess.
You're all right. We'll be quick. You just hang out here, Toady.
Oh, I need to stay here.
You gotta take us down to the dungeon, infirmary, when we're done changing it.
I will be in the foyer.
We'll meet you.
Yay! And he hops away.
We'll meet you back there. All right. Well,
You have very bad fashion sense. I'm sorry, I'm following orders.
We haven't
Oh, yay. Welcome home, Peggy.
it really hasn't been very long since we met Bitsy and this whole adventure started, but, I'm thinking, on my list, we got Nestor, and then right under that is that guy.
As far as guys that we help win competitions? Or?
No, guys that I can't stand and I hope we never see again.
Well, I think we should get inside this room and see what kind of horrendous decorating she's got. Oh my fucking god, there's a waterbed in here. And I just start walking in.
It's a waterbed in the shape of a lily pad.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
Why is a
that?
chair shaped like a plastic egg? Who thought that was a good idea?
Also,
What's the point of a blow-up couch?
I'm gonna go over to the bed and look up and be like, why is there a reflective surface up there?
Oh, Booka, hold on. Let's see if we can call back Toady and he can give you the lesson on toad reproduction.
No, that will not be necessary.
I know I can't contribute to this scene.
It's driving you crazy, isn't it, Derek?
but the lamp is a frog's leg.
Like in a Christmas story.
I love that.
That's great.
Is there a wash basin of some sort? Or what do
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have?
you're all able to take a bath very easily.
All right.
Are there clothes for us to change into?
You see that there are some very ill-fitting clothes that are probably kept of various sizes for dignitaries who shit themselves. For lack of a better
That is oddly specific, God of this world.
Is there a bidet?
How frequently does that happen that you need a
Dignitaries who
backup
shit
wardrobe?
themselves. That's it. It's out there.
There's like a beautiful carved wooden plaque. Dignitaries who shit themselves. And then an arrow pointing down.
Did someone say pizza?
There's a little convection oven at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Oh, I guess I can wear this, but it really doesn't fit very well. I'll throw my regular clothes in the tub and scrub them a bit, and maybe it'll dry off.
You think they're gonna dry off in this moist room?
No,
I can't sit on the inflatable couch because my ass sticks to it when I'm naked. You want to hear the way it peels away from my froggy flesh? Watch. And I'll sit on it.
Oh, so you're just naked right now? Okay, well.
Yeah, I thought we were all supposed to be getting naked.
Oh, I need 10 minutes to doff my armor.
Well, you
Maybe
can go
we
last
could just
time.
like pour the tub down the back of it, and you know.
No, I think that he should doff his armor and we'll get him cleaned up. You gotta really get in the crevices and his folds, you know?
I was gonna ask, Grumley, do you need me to clean your face folds again this time?
Your wrinkles.
If you wouldn't mind. just
No,
sort of
I don't
just
Like the
mind.
nose wrinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little.
I gotta
smelly.
lift up your jowls because I'm pretty sure there's food there from last week.
Well, there's probably food everywhere, Frank. Out there. A piece of cornbread.
Yes.
I was gonna say an entire baguette falls down.
Hazel's over there collecting it.
It's all soaked with
There's a
like,
whole pot of like
river
fondue
water.
that just pours out.
delicious.
Badgers and bow ties says, man, I want the kind of friends that will help me clean my face fold.
That's how you know.
Crumley, that's pretty good.
I think for the follow, Echo Meep.
Thank you.
And One Dark Alex.
Oh,
Thank you.
One Dark Alex.
Thank you.
That is one dark Alex.
One Darkalex.
Dark Alex.
We meet again.
That would be a really good Sith name.
Yeah.
Darkalix.
Coming soon, 2 Dark Alexas.
Is it 8 o'clock?
That flies when you're.
Yeah, Andy's
Dying.
announcements took.
I forgot what today was. I thought I was like, for a second, I thought it was Saturday, and I was like, what the fuck? I just like warped 6 hours.
You know what? You guys suck. A lot of just everything. You
They
know?
were wonderful announcements, Andy.
Yeah, I mean they were 45 minutes too long,
patronize
but
me.
No, I
they
think
were
they were
wonderful. Yeah.
To be fair, if we all just shut the hell up.
Okay, Tom Holland, don't get angry.
Mom Schmolland. Tom Holland doesn't know how to get angry because he's a sweet baby.
Booger transforms into a tarantula Kim. He was cursed by the crawdaddy.
I immediately start by eating Hazel's face off.
All right, so are your face folds clean?
Oh, just one more spot.
I'm just dolphin.
Hold on.
I would get clean and then I would look for the best fitting suit that I can find, maybe a bow tie.
Yeah.
And I would need a replacement hat for my horrible beat up, patched up hat. And I would hope to find I would want to dress almost like the Music Man.
Okay.
And get like a little flat hat, you know, and like just something to wear that's a little bit more refined than my beat up vagabond clothing.
Okay.
Even if it's ill fitting.
As you are rummaging around in the wardrobe.
And I'm doing this while I'm wearing a towel because I cleaned up.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Thank God he's covered his raccoon bits.
He leaned over the basin and just washed his hands.
I got a natural 20.
Oh.
Some cotton candy.
So
you
my
hear-
perception skill is going to be a 22.
22. You hear some heavy breathing behind you by the door.
Oh, God.
You look back and you see 2 large frog eyes, like peeping at or toad eyes.
Oh my god!
It's a peeping toad.
As a peeping toad.
Close the door! There's a pervert!
I'm not a pervert. I'm just a toad.
Hey, that's my line! And I'm gonna pull the towel up while I'm still looking. Get out of here! Get out of here! And I'm gonna start throwing extra clothes from
The costume room is down the hallway.
Oh, that's actually helpful. We should go down there then.
Well, after you must fetch your friend first.
I'm half naked! What do you want me to do?
Oh, so you wanted me to go? I could wait here if you like.
I thought you were gonna be in the
Just joking.
foyer!
Well, I had a change of heart.
This guy's definitely a pervert. Good lord. A
I
raccoon can't
was,
even
but then I
change in
remembered I'm a
peace.
pervert.
Unbelievable.
This guy's definitely a pervert.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Can't even change in peace. Wash up without a public washing. This is unbelievable.
Can't wait to start yelling, close the door, there's a pervert.
Yeah, exactly, that's right. Close the door, there's a pervert! So do I have to go to a different room to find clothes?
There's basic outfits, but as far as like the costume piece, you remember this is a masquerade ball.
No, we're
And
just
so-
trying to
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm still trying to find
I opened the door.
Wait, pervert! We need to know where the costumes are.
Oh, you mispronounced Toby.
No, she didn't.
Pervert's not even close.
Can you just take us to the costume room, please? Toady.
Oh no, it's only one use. Your friend is down in the dungeon. I mean infirmary.
This seems needlessly complicated. So we should take clothing, temporary clothing, is what you're saying.
Or we could all go naked.
I just want to find bits.
We could all wear towels.
Yeah, we
It's
could
like
do
a
that
toga
too.
party.
Sort of.
I mean, is there anything that would like any just maybe like, are there like pajamas?
Yeah.
I would look for pajamas.
So we're able
that
to
would
find
fit.
something.
Yeah, you're able to find something to wear. It's just ill-fitting.
We all have different colored butt flap pajamas.
Aww, that's
Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
nice.
I don't button mine up.
All right, take a stand. Let's get this over with. Toady. I mean, pervert.
Might have puddings in them.
Derek would like to play the game, so we need to get down there.
I'm happy. I'm just chuckling along.
Abby added the quote, close the door, there's a pervert.
You know, weirdly enough, it's not the first time I've had to yell that. If I had a nickel for every time I had to yell, close the door, there's a pervert, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened more than once.
Thank you for the follow, Amaryllis Belladonna.
Wow.
Oh my god. With that,
So we'd like to go get our friend from the dungeon, infirmary.
so doing oh, you're not going to go naked? You could go naked. I mean, just joking. Unless okay, we'll go.
Kill Tony.
Oh, I intend to. We're gonna get this pervert
How did
bastard.
he get this job?
We're running a real loose ship around here, let me tell you.
He goes and he guides you through the mansion. And thank you so much for the kind words,
Welcome.
Amaryllis Belladonna.
Welcome.
They said, hello, D&D baby here, but you guys seem fun and much less intimidating than other streams. That means
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Well, you're very welcome.
We hope you love your D&D stay and it brings you lots of joy. It's a good game.
That is a great question. Why is Mikey so good at
He's
a pervert?
really
He's
good.
really good at it. That is playing a pervert.
Wait, are we role playing right now?
I mean,
Guys, where are we gonna start the game? Oh no!
We've been live for an hour.
I'm not a pervert, I'm just Italian.
There it is. There it is.
I'm not a pervert, I'm just Italian.
That's really good.
Okay, and now leading to the medical wing. And you can see, and he turns, and there's a very large, like, heavy wooden door with 2 gargoyles on either side. And
What kind of gargoyles are they? Like, what do they look like?
inside? That's unusual.
so
side.
they look
Oh,
very
inside
strangely
outside.
to, like, our world, like, humanoid. They almost look like ape-like, and they look like horrible monsters to you all.
Perfect, thank you. My head cannon.
They look like flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz.
But they're legally distinct.
They're legally distinct. They're
They
similar.
don't have the hats.
No. There's no hats. No hats. Or no,
That's
they do
the
have.
only difference.
They do have hats, but they're like big sun hats.
Okay,
so
perfect.
they look very
Legally
dapper.
distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct.
Like levitating marble.
And okay, just to the medical wing, and he opens the door, and the door opens with a loud creak, and you see that there's wall sconces with flickering torches and a creepy stone stairwell down into the earth, the moist earth. And he said, "Okay, there to Dr. Frankel's infirmary is right down that way."
You didn't use his full name.
Excuse me?
We've been told that the doctor gets very angry when you don't use his full name. You didn't use his full name.
I don't dare lay eyes on him.
Oh, but you dare lay his eyes on me while I'm in my towel?
Oh, yes.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm uncomfortable. I thought I was going to have a witty joust of words, and instead I'm just going to throw up.
That
He brings
witty-
the torch closer to you.
Ah!
Oh, yes.
I failed whatever check I needed to fail for that one. I'm rattled.
We can still enjoy a witty joust.
I hide behind Drumley, and I'm also scared I'm going to hide behind Rich.
All right, pervert.
Grumbly, break his neck.
Oh God! What did I just obey?
As you break his neck, that the protrusion just gets really big.
Imagine it's like, Bromley, would you kindly break his neck? And I just
Oh, that worked.
I understood that reference.
Hey!
I can't believe that worked.
He closes the door behind you as you hear the zapping of what sounds like lightning and the flashing of strange blue light. As you hear the whirring of strange machinery, you know that the Marquisate has brought a lot of industry and strange machines with them all the way from Old Felicia.
I love that you're fucking running with it, Mike.
This is what Root's all about. This is what Root's all about. And there's it's a spiral stone staircase that looks like out of Dracula's castle.
Exactly right.
What do you do?
What? I do. Grimly, go first.
I can go
Please.
first. It's probably fine. I'm sure Bitsy's good as new.
Well, I should probably go first because I've met Dr. Victor Steen Frankel before.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you
that's
go
a good
first
point.
then.
Family doctor and everything.
And I'm also a frog, so the wet stone is not going to hinder my movement nearly as much as it will hinder yours. Make sure you don't slip and fall down, because you will die. You will break your neck horribly, and we will see your mangled body at least 20 feet below us.
Sounds kind of counterintuitive.
There are no
for
railings
infirmary.
here, because this is a
My goodness.
dungeon, infirmary.
Oh boy,
Oh,
wow.
jeez.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for the heads
I'll
up,
be
I
really
suppose.
careful.
Yes, literally keep your heads up, so
All right.
watch your step.
Noted.
Well, I'm just gonna shuffle my feet then.
Yeah, I might just go down and...
Does anyone notice instead of moss between all of these stones that she has literally had someone come in and add shag carpeting between all of these stones? This is horrible.
Very tedious.
I can't believe she's so obsessed with shag carpeting.
It's lime green.
It's chartreuse.
All right, lead the way.
All right. Just don't stroke the fuzzy walls. And I'm going to start walking down the stairs.
You descend deep into the earth, and you see that the stone walls are leaking with water as it pools all around you. As this is built into very swampy earth and
Swampy.
very wet soil. How that there is generally there aren't basements at all in Wart Wallow, and how there's a full dungeon, you have no idea. But it is the mayor's house, and Mayor Boghop was a weird guy.
Some might even say a pervert.
I mean, he had Toady as his personal assistant.
Mayor Boghop was a weird guy. He was a very weird guy.
And you then hear the clanking of metal and the whirring of machinery and the zapping of lightning as you see a long hallway once you get down to the bottom of the staircase. And the light is almost blinding as you see a whole hallway lined with these large Tesla coils that are zapping back and forth, strange machines all over the walls, and you see a large hooded figure, a silhouette really, tall and wide and bloated. It's very difficult to make out what kind of creature this is. And you see on a table in front of this individual with arms and legs and tail bound in manacles is basically like the blueberry from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but Bitsy. As she is suffering a horrible peanut allergy. How she's lasted this long and not died is a miracle. As you hear it's a strange cackling from this figure up ahead.
Excuse me, Dr. Victor Stein Frankel something?
Yes?
We're bits.
Tony, I told you not to bother me, pervert!
See, I knew it. I absolutely knew it. I called it. I'm not the only one who knew.
Oh, Toadie's not with us. We've met before. You're my family doctor. It's Peggy. You know,
The
flies Angela Croak
You're
and
able to
Peggy.
walk underneath the zapping lightning of the Tesla coils and the strange whirring machinery, buzzsaws, all sorts of strange machines and vials and beakers and running tubes all along the wall. And you see as this figure stops and just turns. And in a very tattered and stained red. It's stained red lab coat with a hood that is. That you can see that there's goggles underneath, like this leather hood. As this figure, and the shoulders seem incredibly broad, impossibly broad, as this figure turns to you with a large rubber gloves on the each end of the fingers, strange rubber boots on each foot, as this figure turns to you and says, "Oh, Peggy, I have not seen you since you were a little girl."
Yeah, remember that one time I had acne and you gave me electroshock therapy until I forgot I had acne?
Jesus!
Yes!
That was great!
Don't treat the symptoms! Treat the disease!
100%, I completely forgot I had it. Every time I looked at it, I'm like, what are those? Who knows? Not me.
Is this your friend?
Yeah, is she alive?
Why is she all bound up like that?
Oh, don't
What are you
worry.
doing to her?
That's just how he works. Look, I'm still alive.
When you say, is she
And my
alive?
eyes go like this.
When you say, is she alive, he looks back, and this figure with just the crazy coat just covered in just red stains. He looks back and goes, I don't know. But we are going to save her!
So she is alive.
I don't know.
And what do you mean, we?
Oh.
We? Me and my friend here! And he turns and gestures to...
Yes.
Thank God, because I thought you were going to give us knives, and that just never ends well.
Oh no, I'll give my knives, he's the surgeon! He turns into just empty space. This is my very attractive lab assistant!
Right there.
Mm-hmm, Bianca! Ain't she a minx?
Yes.
Not a looker, but she's literally a minx.
How?
She's good with the scalpel.
I can't believe I missed that on a first viewing. Thank you for introducing us, I suppose.
Hello, Bianca.
Probably I'm worried.
Don't talk to Bianca, she's working.
Oh,
She's...
did you catch? Oh, Peggy used her magic on her. That's why we can't see her.
No, just Bianca's invisible.
Oh.
I was told that when I was a little girl.
Oh, so he just has an invisible lab assistant.
Yeah. But I mean, every time I've been down and I've had work done, Bianca's always been there to help.
He's very reliable.
I've never heard her, I've never seen her, but I've always gotten better. So she's clearly there.
I'm gonna go over and just slowly walk over to Bitsy and see if she's alive and breathing.
She sounds terrible. What are you gonna do? Just help her. Please.
No, I've seen this before.
Yeah, what's wrong with her? What does she have,
but not
Doctor?
nearly as bad.
I have taken the time to investigate this terrible curse,
Diagnose?
and I have discovered what it is. She has ghosts in her blood.
Oh, that
Oh no.
that doesn't sound right.
I
mean, I'm
should
no
have
doctor,
known
but-
that guy would have ghosts in his nuts.
It was Peanut, and the prize was... We got the prize, and it wasn't a ghost.
Well, apparently Bitsy's prize was a ghost.
No, we
She put-
traded.
No, she put a mouth around
Oh,
the guy's nuts, and he gave her ghosts.
What if my prize was haunted, and we traded, and I gave Bitsy the ghost, and that's why she got sick?
Well, then I guess this
I'm
is all
sorry.
your fault.
I think it is.
I think you need to suck the ghosts out of Bitsy.
I don't want to do that.
Doctor, is that normal treatment? I mean, how do we fix this?
How do you get rid of ghosts?
I have a very elaborate process that you may want to avert your eyes. It will not be pretty. He steps
Is
forward.
it electroshock therapy?
He steps forward, lurching. He's much taller than all of you, and you can see now just the splotches of red all over his lab coat. And he will turn back to Bitsy and say, "My last patient did not like that treatment when I discovered ghosts in their blood. As you can see," and he looks down at his lab coat.
Doctor, what if it isn't ghosts?
Yeah, maybe.
What if it's something else?
You see two eyes blink behind, like very distorted eyes blink behind the goggles. You're saying it is not ghosts?
No, I'm just
That's
simply...
preposterous!
Oh, all right.
I'm a medical doctor!
That's right, you're the professional. I'm just a raccoon. I'm not a pervert.
Yeah, you keep saying
Just a raccoon. Well, there's a lot of perverts around and I want to distinguish myself from them. I didn't realize there'd be so many perverts.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel doth protest too much.
That's fair, So please tell us the procedure.
You must see to believe.
I thought we had to close our eyes.
No, you want to save your sanity, yes!
Oh, I just want to say Bitsy.
I have a lot of sanity.
Well, it is your own spilled jelly donuts all over your shirt because you are so scared. He looks down, it's not blood, it's just jelly donut. It's just jelly.
You subverted my expectations, Mike. Thank you.
You look over, it's a half-eaten box of jelly. They're just powdered sugar all over Bitsy.
I thought she was losing her colour, but I think it's...
Oh,
yeah, that's just sugar.
Did you get those from Donkey Donuts?
What is a donkey?
Oh no, it's duck donuts. We should tell you about our experience with ducks.
There was something about corkscrews.
Yeah.
They're like wine or something. I can't quite remember.
They have corkscrew penises.
Oh, that's way different than I remember.
Ducks are a bunch of perverts, let me tell you. And they're bobbed.
Why do perverts keep getting into my dungeon? I mean, infirmary.
No. It's female ducks have bobbed vaginas.
I don't think that's true.
I read it on the Google.
DuckTales, woo!
Stand back!
I take a few steps
Stand
back.
back.
I take several steps back. I hide behind Grumley, like usual.
Avert your eyes. And you see him go all over the room. He pulls levers. You hear the zapping of these strange coils zapping back and forth. There's bubbling all sorts of green and purple fluids going through tubes all around. Hanging over Bitsy is a large beaker. All sorts of buzzsaws are whirring. And
if he doesn't turn Bitsy into Warwick, I'm gonna be...
And he says, "This is the most complicated procedure I have ever performed."
Oh, God.
And you see as he pulls out a very large funnel and just sticks it in Bitsy's mouth. And he pulls out a bottle that just has drugs on it and he just pours it in.
Chemical X.
Oh no, we don't need Bitsy to have chemical X.
And Bitsy, as soon as the funnel goes
You're
into your
too
mouth,
strong.
you're able to breathe. And the drugs fill your system, and immediately you are incredibly bloated, but you can finally breathe again as consciousness returns.
Oh, my God.
I'm back in the corner eating one of the jelly donuts.
I can't believe it worked.
I cannot believe they worked.
That was so shocking. I spilled jelly donut all down the front of me. You were right. I shouldn't have watched.
Oh, I was just going to say I'm going to celebrate with my favorite jelly donut that I saved for after the procedure.
The entire box is empty. Entire box is empty.
This shouldn't be shocking by now, but somehow I'm still surprised. You never cease to amaze me there, Hazel.
I didn't.
There were 24 donuts in there when we got into the room.
It was a very long, complicated procedure.
It took you 2 minutes.
Maybe,
I know.
Maybe Bianca had some.
I
You
scraped
see-
some of the jelly off of my shirt.
I saved you a little bit of this because I figured you'd be really hungry when you got done Doctor, here. I dab his head and kind of spoon the jelly.
Under his
Just
leather
smear it.
hood, it's sweating, and you can see like this weird reddish pink flash underneath. As he says, "There's better than nothing," and he pulls off his lead hood, and you see a bit of like pinkish reddish flesh that bulges out as a turkey head.
Chelsea's worst nightmare. She hates turkeys.
And he looks at you, "Oh, thank you!" And this is where we have
yeah. Just like, no! Fucking turkeys, no!
Toad perverts, fine. Turkeys, no.
We're done! We're canceling this game! We're done!
He takes the crumbs of donuts. And you see as Bitsy, you start to deflate a little bit. Oh, I should probably. As he pulls out the funnel.
Bitsy, are you all right?
Well, hi. Did somebody give me a whole lot of drugs?
Fine. Yes.
That's what it said on the bottle.
The short answer is yes.
Just like a whole bottle. I don't even think he measured it.
I don't understand what happened.
Oh God, your eyes aren't focused at all.
To be fair, we don't understand what happened either.
We were getting them prizes, and then I felt like there was a frog in my throat, and then I was choking to death.
Oh, Bitsy, I'm so sorry.
So you remember most of the things, or at least the important part.
Apparently it was ghosts. There were ghosts in your blood.
Doctor,
This is my anti-ghost serum.
how long is she gonna be like this?
What are the ingredients in your anti-ghost serum? Obviously not the ratios, because I don't want to steal your medicine. But just like, if I was looking at the nutritional facts on the back, what kind of things would I see?
It is copyrighted. It's my intellectual property.
What's the first ingredient?
I think you legally have to tell us.
Oh, the
that.
first ingredient?
Yes.
I can tell you it's water.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad, but Bitsy's looking a little,
This is it's
Little
all the stuff
off.
added to water.
Can we unlock her? I try to.
How are you still crossing your arms?
Bitchy, follow my fingers. Follow. Got this one. No. Over here.
uh-oh.
Over here. Can you do?
You separate them.
My eyes do that, though.
Oh no, they seem good.
No, too far. Go back. Go back the other way.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if Bitsy was okay that she'd be able to do that anyway, but it's still not a good sign.
Back when we'd be in combat, if there was a soldier that exhibited symptoms like this, we'd just give him a whole lot of morphine and,
Snap their
You know
neck.
what?
no, just
Oh, just let him.
Like
just help
Let him
him
take a
along
nap.
the way. You know what I mean?
to take a nap.
With an anti-ghost serum.
I mean that's
Is
sort
that
of what
what you
morphine
gave?
is, I
Is
guess.
it morphine? Is it water and morph? Is it just watered down morphine?
They call it morphine because you have some and you're like, more.
I'm feeding for it.
I mean, is she gonna be okay, Doc? Is she gonna make it? We're a little worried about our friend.
She looks terrible.
Let me see.
She always looks a little.
Follow
kooky,
my
but-
finger, and you see like this horrible ancient turkey head. He's a very old turkey.
You are not alone in your turkey hate, by the way. Everyone in the chat.
I hate
As you
turkeys.
realize now that he's not actually a very broad-shouldered person, his just tail is in the jacket, giving him a very large frame. He's actually quite a short, thin turkey man. As he takes his glove and he says like, "Follow my finger," and he turns and he tries to spin it like around your head. Okay, the head did not reverse, which would have meant she was either possessed or secretly an owl. I don't know what is worse.
Is that a thing? Can people secretly be owls?
You do not know what sort of dark things the Eerie is researching.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh, the eerie. They're up to no good. I could see them turning people into secret owls.
Never heard of that before, ever. That's awful. Secret owls.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to watch out for that. What if they turn you into a secret owl? Will the Marquisate take you back?
Is there a way to know if I'm a secret owl?
No, there's no way, that's the thing. You could all be a secret owl right now and not know it.
I don't feel like
One
it.
day you wake up and then you spit up a pellet.
I haven't done that yet, have you?
I don't think so.
I throw up sometimes, but it's usually when I eat too
That's
much and
probably
I'm
the
full.
start.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Well,
It's not really
Yeah, they're
pellet.
small little brown flesh sacks of bones and fur.
Oh,
That's not what. No.
that sounds awful.
So it's just like. Oh, really? No, I just kept it down. You know, it's like that. I try to hang on to it.
if I'm not choking on it.
Full
you know.
skulls and everything.
That's definitely. I'm not a no. I know.
Oh, you also can't shit.
I think I'm okay then. When I saw his face, I shat in his borrowed drawers. I gotta go back to the dignitaries who shut themselves all through. I know I'm not a dignitary.
You
but
finally learn why.
Wow, that's crazy.
Why that wardrobe exists.
Crazy how accurate that plaque was.
I literally looked at it and said, "Well, how often does that happen?" But here I am.
Probably never, but yeah, exactly. Look at what we got
Squishing
ourselves. Oh, okay, that's enough.
I mean, have you seen him?
We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna move right on. Here we go.
Think of the follows: Jero Thoughts, Stormy 501, and Corona 18.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome all.
Welcome all in one. He
The
says,
stuff direct
he
to the
leans
people.
over you and says, "Oh, I must conduct the test.
What test?
It's very medical. It's very complicated. I could not explain it to vagabonds such as you.
Hi.
Oh.
I'll take offense to
Mouse girl,
that.
I'm going to ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Are you haunted by spooky ghosts?
How would I know?
The prognosis is not good.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, we could have just a ghost friend, right? How bad does it get?
It gets very bad. Are you sure you are not haunted by spooky ghosts?
It might be.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Well, maybe we'll just keep an eye on her, and if she, takes a turn for the worse, we'll come down and we'll bring her back down to the Dungeon Infirmary.
What should we be watching for ghost ones?
You look at
Typical
this-
ghost things.
Is there like a pamphlet or something about?
Oh, yeah.
haunted
Oh,
by
yes,
ghosts
yes,
in
yes. And he goes over and he goes to a like a desk, and it's got like that plastic
Plexiglass.
yeah, the plastic what is it, the half of the head where it says like the skull and the brain, and it's like the colorful like parts of the body.
It says morphine and water on the
Yeah, there's like a biohazard like a trash can, and he goes through, and there's all sorts of pamphlets on the wall.
There are a bunch of jars with like animals that are not petrified, but floating in them.
Like
Oh, yeah,
formaldehyde.
like preserved.
Yeah, formaldehyde
Yeah.
preserved.
There's all sorts of
Ugh.
insects and strange creatures like that. And he pulls out a pamphlet and he hands it to you, and it says "Ghosts and You."
Oh,
I hope not. Grumbly, you said you can read?
sort of. This is nice, glossy. It's like glossy on kind of a heavy paper. This is nice.
I had to get it printed at Skinkos.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Oh, I've seen a few of those. It's a chain, local chain that somebody cleans.
It's the business
maybe
owned by
not
the
a
Skinkerton
business.
Mercenary Corporation.
I hate those guys.
Don't mention Skinkertons around us. If
They're
you
really
don't mind.
diversifying.
Anyway. Oh, there's just like a big, like Halloween, like way.
And you open it, and it's a pop up.
You guys are on the same wavelength.
Yeah. It is National Pop Goes the Weasel Day.
Oh, it's a weasel ghost.
Yeah, it's a weasel ghost.
Does it have one of those repeating, looping sound things? Like,
Oh, it should never stop.
In the
Close
battle.
it, and it stops, and open it. Open it.
it's over at the. It starts at the exact same spot over when you open it, of course.
Open it. I hate this noise. I'm trying to read as fast as I can.
Making intelligence check a disadvantage. Thank you, real Brandon Dog, box office Jack.
Thank you so
for
much.
the follows.
Follows.
Welcome, Evangelist fan.
Welcome.
7.
All you make out is if you got ghosts in your blood, it's not looking good, and that's all you.
Oh no.
Are we able to discern that the turkey doctor wrote these himself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just want to make sure. Wow, that's not good. I mean, if it said it right there in the pamphlet, it must be true.
It's not looking good, it's what it says. In my brief skimming of the information.
Unbelievable.
Guys,
Well,
I think I'm fine. Everything's feeling real good.
If you're feeling good, then maybe it's okay.
do you have
Can
to-
somebody untie me or just do something about this?
do you need to keep her for observation, or can we take her with us and get her cleaned up and get her ready for the masquerade?
Oh, Doc, I noticed that after she got ghosts in her blood, she does have a little acne on her chin. Should we do some just light to medium electroshock therapy to see if we can get her to forget that it ever happened?
It's just jelly donut.
You see him rummaging around in his, what is it, the Gladstone bag? In his Gladstone bag, and he pulls out like a bone saw. Oh. Just jelly donut. And as they say, as you ask him, keep her for observation, it says, keep a ghost mouse in my infirmary? No, you take her. I don't want to be killed by a ghost mouse.
All right, well, that seems like we've got a deal then. How about we untie her? We'll take her. We'll get her out of
Bianca,
here.
please,
Or feathers,
please
I guess.
unfasten our patient.
Oh, thank you. How did that happen?
She is invisible.
Booker begins to sweat.
I don't like this place. Can we go, please? Please.
And it's actually just a really, really tiny mosquito that uses its proboscis to unlock things.
Genius.
I love it. Oh, well, Pixie, can you stand?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
So you start rolling on the floor like you're basically looking like the mouse version of Willy the Worm.
Stop it, Derek.
I'm upset.
Stop it.
I eventually get up onto my 2 feet, and I stumble for a moment, but putting my arm on Hazel, I'm able to get to my feet.
I have to use the little raccoon's room.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
My back raccoon.
Thanks for hanging, gang. We're gonna take a quick little break. How's it going? Welcome on in, all the new folks. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a time in which we get drinks, or tea, or pee, or coffee. Not to drink pee, but to take a pee.
You remember that one time Andy drank this? I think we all remember that.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
If you
It's
are
sterile and he likes the taste.
if you are joining us from the Dingo Doodles video, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
This is one of our many campaigns.
We have lots.
We do. This is the goofinest one.
Yeah. Mike finally gets a taste of what it was like for me to run Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to give an overview of the campaign for those that are
Oh,
new
yeah.
listening?
Oh, well,
So-
before you do, very quickly, Abby, I would fall out of my chair, but there's a bunch of broken glass on the carpet, so I can't. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Sounds good. Just do a quick chomp check.
Yeah, we
No,
just
I won't.
replaced our hardwood flooring with shag carpeting.
Yeah, it's very. Mike, could you tilt your microphone a little more up? It's been bothering me all
Oh.
session. See how it's sort of like pointed at your chest?
Oh yeah. Sorry, you should have told me. How does this work? Why is
you
it
didn't.
like
Just pull the whole thing.
let's get it in?
No, further
More?
down. No, that's looking up at your.
Oh. Hello.
Point it straight in your mouth.
Hello. Check.
ZC says, so is Bitsy going to roll a medicine check to see if she recognizes and recalls how many times she's taken each of the different things that were in the bottle of drugs? I love that it just says drugs on it. Dragon at Rest says, broken glass. Why? Is Bitsy about to fight someone again? Is she biting glass? The can of rusty nails.
Yeah, this campaign's off the wall.
Thank you for the follow,
Sarujin.
Sarujin. Thank you so much for taking a quick
Welcome
break.
to the family.
So an overview of this takes place in the Dimwood, which is our version of the setting for Root.
Show the map.
Oh yeah.
Show
hold on,
'em
let me
the
highlight
map.
this real quick. Hey, there's the map.
So look at this awesome map that the guys created, which is based on the board of the board game Root by Leader Games.
Yep. And so we did a 9-session campaign in 2019. Back with the actual Root RPG system, we decided, while we took a break in between arcs of Edge of Midnight, our normal weekly campaign, I figured, why not I can DM for a bit and do a campaign that by its design has literally zero prep, because it's entirely improvised by its very nature. And the Root was perfect because it's madcap and hilarious. We already had the world, as we could just pull it off the shelf. And so we are woodland critters in a political woodland at war. And they're just vagabonds a simple group of critters trying to make their way in the universe. Or galaxy. What does Jango Fett say?
I'm a simple man. Trying to make my way in the galaxy.
Trying to make my
They
way.
never talk about the universe in Star Wars, right? It's always
No, it's always
just
the galaxy, yeah.
Dragon at Rest says, Richie, you're so funny tonight. Well done.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Dragon at Rest.
Thank you. And yeah, so this is the map. You can see there are different like little meeples to represent who rules each clearing. Our location of where the party is this raccoon that's kind of jumping around the screen. So we're currently in the Wart Wallow clearing, and that's where this madness is happening. And let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah. I need to use the restroom.
Feel free.
I have questions.
What are your questions?
Oh, I don't really have questions. I was just opening Discord because I was going to look at Thick Scarecrow again. Or Tin Man.
Oh, I need to look at that. Join our Discord if you're new.
He's twerking. What are you saying?
It's basically kind of the central point of our community where we hang out between sessions. And there's always somebody in there 24/7 chatting or hanging out. Yeah, Abby, so you all can hear Remy very clearly. Remy the Chonk. He is a pug that is downstairs and is very angry right now, so he is screaming.
He hates Derek.
He hates Derek.
He hates Derek.
He doesn't like people entering his home, because he's very protective and territorial in that way, even though he's a pug for whatever reason. But he really hates Derek.
He really hates Derek. Derek could not do anything right by this dog.
It's true. Tis true.
Do you hear him? He
Yeah,
literally wants to destroy Derek. He wants to drag him to hell.
No, I mean literally. I was editing the podcast, the Curse of Stradania podcast. Check it out. The link was just posted in chat.
Oh.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this was in 2019. We were playing this campaign, and I could still hear Remy
Really?
barking his fucking face off. Badges and bow ties says poor Derek. Abby says, "Oh, Rem, we love you, Chonk."
What the hell?
What in the hell?
I swear this guy's... I ordered Uber Eats and he drove by the house, then went somewhere else, and now he's coming back.
What a jerk.
What a dick.
Jerk indeed.
What a jerk McGurk. He's jerk Coach McGurk.
Oh, I love Coach McGurk and home movies.
Yeah.
It's weird because everyone thinks of that guy as Bob's Burgers
Or
now.
Archer.
Yeah.
Or Archer.
Yeah.
And that's not what I think of.
John Benjamin.
Yeah, he'll always be Coach McGurk to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I love those ears on you. You're welcome.
Is there any coffee left?
There might be a splash.
Oh, Lockless, we missed it earlier, but Lockless has subscribed for 3 years.
It's crazy.
Holy shit. 36 fucking months.
He also has a request for a YouTube short, and he wants the Derek's Not Even Close clip.
Yeah,
Dragon
thinking
at-
about that actually.
Dragon at Rest made a good point. If I heard a bunch of people screaming turkey, I'd drive past.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And we actually played directly next to windows that face the front street. So you could probably hear, at least some of what we're saying.
That's a nightmare. Just walking along and literally anything we say.
Yeah.
I also
Stop looking at me, you pervert.
Somebody close the door, there's a pervert!
pervert alert! Oh my god!
Stranger danger, stop looking at my bed bum!
Lodegar says, how horrible, someone's stealing your food you've been waiting for for so long. So I have an interesting story. A few months ago, I ordered Indian delivered.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell my story.
I typed in the address wrong.
Oh, no.
And I got the last digit wrong. Thank God it was only the last number. But it was a one number instead of another, and it ended up being the house that is like 5 doors down. And so literally I realized, I'm like, where the fuck's the food? This is like at 11:30 at night, and I rolled down the street and like walked up to their front porch.
And even though it's your food, you definitely feel like you're stealing.
It's like if they have a doorbell can, they're
She's like shambling up there.
Yeah.
Butter chicken.
I was definitely shambling. I was in my pajamas more or less.
Did you wanna tell the story of when I ordered bagels in the morning? And you just
Oh my god, okay. Well, hold on. First, welcome CA13B333.
Welcome.
Says, found you guys through Dingo Tube.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Huge.
Welcome.
We're doing a quick break for coffee and pee.
So I'm up here. We live in a loft, and Mike and my parents live in the basement of our townhouse. And so I'm editing a video, or I'm doing something, or maybe I'm working.
I don't live in the basement, do I?
No, you don't.
What? Did I block?
You said I was up here in the loft, and Mike and my parents live in the basement of the.
Mike and my
I live in the dungeon. Yeah, I know.
Mike, hey, how
Our parents?
You're fine.
Mike and we're obviously
Mike's and
related.
my.
Our parents live in the basement. Anyway, so my dad was downstairs and he yells up and he's like, "Hey, there's food out here and it's darn to shit." And I'm like, "What?" This is like 1 p.m.
Go, Uncle
And
Mo.
I go downstairs and I open the bag and this is still on the front stoop, and I see lettuce and turkey and bagel and tuna and cheese just like
What the fuck?
shredded
Really?
and torn apart. And I'm like, what the fuck
How?
is this? And I literally I tie it up and I throw it away. No, I didn't throw it away.
No, because there was also a tuna melt that was in a plastic container.
That's right. So they hadn't gotten the tuna melt, but it got the turkey club on the
It
bagel.
was an animal.
It was a squirrel. Nikki ordered delivery at like early morning, like 6 or 7.
Like
and had
6:30
fallen
in the
asleep.
morning.
And so it got delivered,
wow.
and no one had gone out to the front stoop for hours later. And so this squirrel was having a field
That's
day.
my fucking bagel.
It was Hazel. It was actually just Hazel.
Yeah, it was literally Hazel.
And so I talked to Nikki, I'm like, "Hey, do you want this squirrel bagel? Like, it's a squirrel tuna melt, but if you want it, it's in the plastic clamshell." And we ended up throwing it away. But anyway.
There's like fucking rabies in that shit.
Yeah, it's
I'm reminded of a story
What's your
about
story, Dan?
my extremely food aggressive cat we call Tiny.
Tiny. Yes.
Good old Tiny. She's
love
an adorable cat, but no other being on Earth is as voracious about getting food and eating food as this cat. Like, we have to lock her in a room when we eat dinner. It's a nightmare. And so, one time we are just downstairs in our basement, which is our media room, and she comes like slowly waddling down the stairs, and she's like, her stomach is like distended.
Oh,
like
God.
she is like she's like going to have a coma because she's so full and tired. And we're like, what happened? I go upstairs, and we had resting in a toaster oven a human-sized chicken pot pie.
Oh my god.
And she had opened the fucking toaster oven. It was off. We had our slices, and it was just cooling in there before we put it into our fridge, so we don't like shatter glass or whatever.
Gone.
Opened it and had more than half of the chicken pot pie. Like probably her own weight in chicken pot pie. And
insane.
it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But she's still cute, and I love her.
It's like Aesop's fables of all those dogs that keep drinking and they explode. Anyway.
Oh, Mike. Jesus.
Welcome, X marks the spot. And
Ooh, followed. Thank you.
Ooh. X marks the spot, and there's also X Jeffrey's the spot.
There was definitely a time where Handsome Jack would have eaten himself to death. He would. I don't think he'd do that anymore. But
No, he's gonna.
He used to. No, I don't think he would do that anymore. He's not. He doesn't eat nearly as quickly as he used to. And
I still
think
don't know that he'd stop.
No, I think he would because I've seen him like basically mid eating his food, like take a break and like pauses and he looks around. Like he's not nearly as crazy as he used to be.
Thank you, Goldfinch, for the.
Is that a twist? Oh, no, it is not a twist.
No, we're on
Thank
our
you
way
so
though.
much.
We're on our way to a twist.
We're on our
Thank
way
you
to
so
a
much,
twist.
Goldfinch.
What a twist!
Thank you.
What a twist.
We appreciate it.
Another time, I had a recipe that called for a few mushrooms. and I ordered 3 mushrooms. This was back when we were using Instacart.
Oh, I think you told us this.
Instacart. And they roll up and they put down the box full of whatever, and then they pull out a satchel, like a huge plastic bag, not like one of those thin column bags you get like from the pull thing. They had to go and get other bags for the amount of mushrooms. It was a pumpkin-sized amount of mushrooms, and they set it down, and I was like, oh no. And there were 2 more that size. Because they thought 3 mushrooms meant 3 pounds of mushrooms.
Obviously.
That's so much fucking mushroom. It was so much fucking
And they're
mushroom.
not dense, so I can't fathom like the volume of
I think
mushrooms.
actually, did you not notice the price?
We got a refund, and no, we were not paying attention to the price.
Yeah, it happens.
You know?
I just, because like, you know, we don't even thinking about it, right?
So they went through the whole thing. I feel embarrassed for the delivery guy, because they were in the grocery store. They must have cleared out Whole Foods. Everyone else is in line waiting for mushrooms, and he's just like, I'm sorry.
Please stop. No more mushrooms. No.
Look in the back. Sir, there's no more mushrooms. Check the back.
There is one.
I know you got some shit in the back.
So we made mushroom soup.
Thank you so much for the,
That's a twist.
That's a twist. That's a twist of fate.
So
No,
Andy, someone asked, Badgers asked a twist.
500 total.
Oh yeah, tell them
Oh,
what
I
a
thought you
twist
said
is.
dread for some reason. I'm
So, I
high on
apologize.
morphine.
What were you saying?
What's a twist?
Oh, is that what you were asking me?
I was, because someone asked. in chat.
Oh, okay. So a twist of fate is when we get a total collective bit total of 500 bits. Doesn't matter who gives them, doesn't matter when they come in. Once we hit that 500 mark, we take one of these nifty metal coins, we drop it in this nifty metal cauldron like so. And the players may redeem it at a later date to re-roll a d20 of our choice. Basically, anything other than a death saving throw. You know, like an attack roll or
Saving
you know,
throw,
ability check,
ability
whatever.
check, yep.
And that's that. But if a single individual donates a total of 666 bits, then Mike, the DM for the evening, will receive a Twist of Dread, which he may use as his own version of Twist of Fate to reroll one of his d20s, or force the players to reroll one of their d20s to make things a little bit more speedy.
Mike, can you just angle the microphone down a little bit more?
Should I
It's
talk like this?
Way above your head.
Welcome to Evantris SMR.
All right.
SMR?
Quirky little
Evantris.
fox, you did not
Evantris.
screw up
SMR.
anything. Oh, badges and bow ties. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
We're
the
gonna be
twist
eating
of
some
For the
fettuccine
Twist of Dread. Thank you so much. Please don't be lucky. Please
Please
don't
don't
be
be
lucky.
lucky, please don't be lucky, please don't be lucky.
There it is. Thank you so much. We got to keep track though now, because we got weird numbers. So it's gonna be 1332 minus 666.
When it hits 1500, that's a twist. Like that's how we do it generally.
Yeah.
Just to keep it simple.
Okay.
So now
Those numbers don't add up, but that's all right.
We've got cheap twists, everybody. Discount twists.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to be listening to Wet
Come on
Carpet
down.
for the next hour.
Discount Bob's
Goldfinch
Twist
is
Farm.
requesting that you talk about the moist furry carpet in ASMR.
Oh god.
You see a moist, furry carpet.
It's chartreuse.
I
Say
said
it.
moist, furry, and I'm like,
Not while we're playing this campaign.
oh yeah, I mean, it's the
Nope.
audience.
Nope.
Welcome!
Nope.
I will say that we're definitely getting an idea of why you get naked all the time. Everybody in this town is a goddamn pervert.
That's right.
It's just the culture of
unbelievable.
where you're at. I get it now.
You can't walk outside without running into a pervert.
Is it still perverted if it's the culture?
Oh!
That's
So
fair.
No.
No.
I would say no.
Yeah,
There
no,
you go.
no.
I mean, I just wanted someone to close the goddamn door.
We're just foreigners in a strange land.
That's true. We have to respect their culture,
That's right.
so get naked.
That's why Becky's always getting naked.
Yeah.
It's canon now. Anyways, Bitsy, you are able to right yourself as the swelling is continually going down as you are high as a kite.
It's clothing that's perverted.
Nudity is natural.
What do you do?
Is this underneath my hutch? Where are we?
We're in a dungeon. I mean, infirmary.
Oh, no, hold on. Is this what under your hutch looks like? Maybe we are.
That was going to be my question.
Well, yeah, a little.
That's weird.
Oh. Are there things like machines like this around?
No, I thought you brought those in.
Oh. What's normally in your hutch?
It's usually just an empty stone room like this one, but without the shag.
Oh, so it's basically your house is like the house from the Blair Witch Project?
I don't know what that is, but yes.
It's a major image about a place it's called Maryland, where there's a forest with a witch in it. Ooh!
Sounds scary.
It is, it's really scary. There's a moment where someone's face is pressed right up against the major image.
It's the Bear Witch Project. It's a Bear Witch.
That's what I said. The Bear Witch Project.
that's better than what I
the
said.
Bear Wench Project is a completely different major image.
I've seen that one.
You see him pulling out like a classic DVD, like with the
See, I told
Blockbuster
you
sticker around it, and he puts it back in.
Everyone here is a pervert.
Got him.
I had this crazy dream. You were there, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there. We were on a river. We were on a barge, and I got into a fight, and then we fought this crazy monster.
Oh, you mean when you killed that adolescent?
What?
You know, when you punched that small child in the face so hard you snapped his neck in front of his brother?
How do you know my dreams? Oh, you're the creator of the universe. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Magic.
Bitsy, that wasn't a dream. We were there. All of us. Except you didn't really kill him. I wish you had, but you didn't.
Oh. Huh. Am I overdressed? Should I take this off and put on a towel?
You should just get completely naked. We're gonna walk upstairs and go bathe you. Like, not in a perverted way or anything.
All right.
Tell that to Toady.
Toadie's standing in the corner.
Oh, shit, I forgot to take my shoes off, and now my pants are all stuck around my shoes. This is the worst.
In my headcanon, Hazel doesn't wear pants. She's kind of like Donald Ducks it.
All right, I'm ready to go.
I'm so glad that you didn't die. I felt really bad about the... If I say it, it won't happen again, right? It's just if you read it.
What?
Peanut.
You actually detonate like Vorok. You just like detonate and kill everybody.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
And that's where we'll end the campaign.
Oh yeah, no,
You resist.
The drugs, the mysterious, unspecified drugs pumping through, or anti-ghost serum, handles this mention of peanuts.
All right, so we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna get you cleaned up, and then we gotta go get our costumes for the masquerade.
We're going to a party.
That makes sense to me.
Well, let's go.
Oh, look, a pamphlet about STDs. Oh. We gotta get out of here.
Well, for that one, I just went to Kinko's.
Well played. Again. Well played.
You fucking...
Well played.
It's very confusing.
I'm here for the Kinkos versus Stinkos episode that we're going to do next session.
Yeah.
Never mind. With that, does anyone else need any medical attention while I am here?
No, I think we're all right.
Not even a little bit. We're going to get going.
Let me put on my bedside manner appropriate attire, and he puts on his leather hood and his horrible nightmarish outfit.
I was picking like a gimp mask.
I thought I left that at Kinko's.
I told you, everyone he
You
is a
actually look
pervert.
around, and it very is clearly. You see like an attachment for like a swing. There's a rack. It's like this is definitely.
This is indeed a dungeon.
It doubles as a sex dungeon, 100%. Everyone in Wardwallow is actually.
That is really unsanitary. You know, I don't make the rules though.
Bianca cleans it all up, right?
I shall.
Welcome, Shadow Knight. Thank you for the follow,
Shadow Knight.
And you all are able to leave the dungeon.
You
I mean, infirmary.
Infirmary, yeah.
As
By a strange man whose name I don't know.
no one ever confirmed my name.
It's for the best.
This wasn't Dr. Frankel at all.
No.
It was a totally different guy.
You walk by a closet, there's blood running out from underneath the door.
Oh God.
The carpet.
Oh, while we're walking out, we passed by one of those big electricity machines.
Yeah.
And it zaps Bitsy in the brain, and she goes, "Oh my God, where am I? I'm awake." Decades I've lost.
And she sounds really normal.
Yeah, really normal.
Ready to go. And, like,
And then as the electricity fades and goes back to Bitsy.
Yeah. Ooh,
That's a nightmare.
Jeez.
that's pretty dark.
That's really dark.
That actually happens sometimes.
I've been being John Malkovich this whole time.
As you open the door leaving this dungeon, infirmary, you are immediately faced with the small form of Toady just staring at the door waiting for you. Hello! Are you ready to change in your costumes?
I guess. Nothing left for us to do except for Bitsy to get cleaned up first, I guess.
Yeah, well, I can't believe that you secured invitations. Follow me. And the footman Bobby is going to get quite the stern talking to. He'll probably lose his pension. Jesus. I always hated Bobby.
This guy makes me feel uncomfortable. Does it make you guys feel uncomfortable?
Extremely.
You don't even know the half of it. Poor Booker. Oh, poor Booker.
To be fair, Booker is quite the looker.
Oh, that's very
That's
kind
true.
of you to say, Becky. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. It just means you might want to be careful in this town.
Oh boy. Yeah, it doesn't really make me feel any better when I got a full 2 eye full of my big furry butt cheeks.
Yeah, a lot of people in this town are frogs or toads, and so doesn't matter which way our heads are, we can still see you.
I feel like I need another shower.
And some of us can see through clothing.
Whoa, that's a thing?
No.
Oh, well, okay. I was about to
Yes.
get really dark, I guess.
I think maybe just leave as much clothing on as you can.
You'll need
To be
layers.
safe.
Yeah.
Well, here's the costume room after all, and your mouse friend is bathed.
Oh.
I'm very quick.
I just do this.
And it's spotless. She's like shining, shimmering. It's like prestidigitation.
Wow.
And he guides you to a room that with a very elegantly etched door, and he opens it, and you see that it is a massive walk-in closet almost, with rows and rows and rows of elaborate costumes and rows all around with actually ladders that go up to all sorts of masks and outfits. But given the sense that you are all animals, these are not animal masks. They're effectively like Halloween costume, like humans of like the Village People type shit.
I call the Bill Clinton mask.
Exactly right.
I want to find the Village People costume that's basically the one where you can't really tell if they're a dominatrix or like a cop. You know, it's like very leather heavy, lots of straps.
The leather daddy outfit.
Yes, exactly. And you're not really sure whether they're a
don't know
law
about that. What
enforcement
is he
official
supposed to
or they're
be?
definitely a dominator. Somewhere in between there. You know?
I like your
That looks like
Judas
a
Priest
biker.
costume.
So I start like putting
It's
it
just
on,
Rob Halford.
and when I get done, I'm gonna be like, "Oh God, this is the only one that fit me." Well, what is this? Who wears something like this?
I think you look nice.
It's kind of, it's slimming. That kind of black, shiny leather.
This is the exact opposite of the advice that Becky just gave me.
Tony, get out of here. Get out.
I'm not here.
We just heard you say, "I'm not here."
We can hear the sound of his little throat bulb like knocking against the door.
Ew.
As I try to like scamper away and again hide behind Grumly, all you hear is is like the leather is like rubbing against my like in between my ass cheeks, and I hide behind Grumly.
He leaves you alone, and you're able to pick out whatever crazy shit you want to come up with for your outfits.
I'm an elephant. See, he's my trunk.
And I point to this really shitty paper mache elephant mask. And the costume's just like a gray onesie.
See? I've always wanted a sort of a longer snout, and this is kind of how I lived that fantasy, by wearing a poorly made paper mache elephant mask.
That looks very nice on you. I feel like I shouldn't have picked first.
The two of you look really great.
I can't tell if I'm overdressed or underdressed.
Let's pose together real quick and tell us how we look.
That's good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Elephant, biker cop, Judas Priest, front man.
What does your biker cop mask look like?
Yeah,
It's a mask. He doesn't wear a mask.
It's
It's
masquerade.
a mass version of it, so it's like a really unsettling. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well then, yes. Yeah. So it's a guy's face with a hat, with like a and then just a wicked handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Like
it.
all the way down, real thick mustache, but you can see my like raccoon ears and like raccoon whiskers like peeking out from behind the mask.
Yep.
Touche.
Hazel, what do you think you're gonna wear? Well, maybe this one. It looks pretty roomy, and that's nice.
I'll pull out like one of those like terrifying like old kind of dingy white like Harlequin clown like puffed out suits.
Pagliacci.
Like Pagliacci suits. With like a sad like mask.
What do you think? Yeah, I think it suits you. And the nice thing about it is there's enough room there to steal my sister's food. Exactly right. I can eat as much as I want and I won't even have to loosen my trousers. Exactly, yeah. It's just all one suit and there's so much room. Honestly, you could put the entire crab daddy claw or whatever in there and we could sell it for another 10K somewhere else. I'm not getting near that thing. I don't want to end up like Bitsy. That's fair. I feel like I really cheated death earlier.
You look really sad though, is the only thing. Like,
Oh, I'm not. It's just a costume.
oh, what if you like turn the mask upside down and it would kind of be like, a smile instead?
I do that and like well, I guess I can look through the lip holes.
As soon as you turn it upside down, we're like, oh, sweet heavens, horrors from beyond my comprehension.
Well, no, because it would be if you still look through the eye holes, like the mouth would be up here and the mouth would be.
This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
I'm just gonna wear it the other way. I promise. Oh, I know.
I'll take the mask off and like turn around for a second and I'll put it back on and it'll have like a crudely drawn like charcoal smile. Or better yet, I'll take a little berry juice so it's like it looks like a bloody smile now.
Yeah, you're going full Joker.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Look, I made a smile.
Oh, totally. Wow, that looks great.
What are you gonna wear? Oh, I don't know. There's so many things to choose. Well, what's calling to you? What speaks? Picky at a party. I don't know. There were so many things.
You want us to spin you around and you point?
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes. You tell me which one I land on, all right? And I'm just gonna spin around like 15 times and then point.
You point at a costume that is what is clearly a giant Frankenstein.
Platform boots and all.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be this Green Man.
As soon as you touch him, he runs out of the room.
What was that? Oh my god! Oh, sweet heavens!
Perverts everywhere!
He was just waiting here. He watched me change and put on this strange outfit. There's nowhere I can go. Everyone's trying to look at my furry raccoon nuts.
How did they get in there? That's crazy. You better choose something else.
Maybe we spin her around again. And hopefully she just pointed at Damon.
I don't think I should choose. If any one of these is alive, I'm gonna lose it. I'm still very high on
You
morphine.
can't throw a stick around here without hitting a pervert. When the fuck are we getting out of this clearing? This is my personal hell.
You can't throw a stick around here without hitting a pervert. You now look closer. At least half of the costumes are just people.
This is absolute nightmare.
Nightmare room.
This is a mind prison.
The mummy is just like.
We thought it was just spoopy music for Halloween, but it's actually all the people making noises.
This is the masquerade, run!
The mummy's like looking, he's like, oh, this isn't Kinko's. Like, come on, guys.
Wait a minute. Why does it smell like alchemy in here?
Oh, I have a headache. Ow.
What about that, like, nice, slutty pirate outfit? That's a classic.
Yeah, I think Bitsy would look great in that.
I thought I'd pick her on the train over there. I always wanted to be a train.
A whole train?
Yeah, and there's like a giant like blue fabric cape that would like cover the whole body with two like chimney stacks out the back, and then like what appears to be like a large round face of a smiling train engine that you know, if you put it on.
Oh, that's even worse than Hazel's.
I really like it. You look great.
I just hope it's not alive.
Good luck, Eddie. Good luck, Bitsy.
I attempt to put on the train costume.
It's exactly how you describe it. Thank you, by the way, Amaryllis Belladonna, for
Thank you
coming.
for being
Enjoy your
here.
raid. Have a good raid. Have a good raid.
Good night.
See, look on the train.
Oh, I love it.
So swooshy.
Well,
Gotta pick something.
alright, I guess if I'm gonna pick something, I'm gonna pick that weird little, like, beige bear in the red shirt.
No, without the red shirt.
The one that's carrying that pot that says honey and it's spelled wrong.
I knew you were gonna pick that fucking costume.
Another pervert?
I was here too, asshole.
Is that one not allowed, Mr. Mouse?
Just try to run.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not from the Dimwood. I'm from the Hollywood. Why do you think they invited me?
We can't spoil that yet. That's Route 3. That's Route 3.
That's right.
The Hollywood. It's genius.
Follows, man.
Oh no.
Hollywood is worse?
This guy looks like he already fits in.
It's a booger.
Where do you think all the perverts came from?
You can also pick like that like, where it's a giant square shape and there's like hearts like on the face of cards, like that guy. What?
It's literally the costume of like you are a card from a deck of playing cards. It's like the hearts are on,
from like Alice.
but your
face is the
your
royal.
face is the royal
royal
face
face.
in the costume. That's an
Right.
option.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just not my thing. I feel like you all have such great costumes. You're a really inaccurate elephant. You are a leather daddy. You are some horribly murderous clown, and that's
I'm
awful.
happy. I'm happy clown. See?
And I've so far just touched 3 perverts. So.
Well,
I feel like my luck in costume picking is just not great.
You could be Darth Badger.
or you could be Cleopatra.
That's both pretty good.
I'm actually completely blown away by his wits.
I do really like Cleopatra, so I think I'm gonna go.
I was gonna say, don't step towards the Darth Badger. The mouse with the bat steps out.
And you can hear.
I didn't spend 4 billion gold pieces on that fucking thing just to have you take one more step and you die. I want my intellectual property.
You need to get away from this mouse at once.
His bat has nails in it. And it's painful.
I drew a smile on the face, but inside I'm really terrified. I want to leave.
So I'm a train. You're Cleopatra. You're a whatever clown.
Sad happy clown.
You're a leather daddy.
That's right.
And you are the
I'm an elephant. See my trunk?
the the most normal of the costumes. Okay, that's just one to
It's actually just Babar.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It's like a paper towel roll, like stuck to a paper plate.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a jersey that says Mighty Trunks.
Oh, that would be nice. I mean, I guess it's kind of plain. It's just a grey felt outfit.
Look at the number on that. It's my favorite player. It's Gina Berenstain.
I thought it was Berenstain.
No, it's Berenstain. It's a common Moncala effect where people think that it says Steen when it's actually clearly spelled Stain.
I thought it was Stein.
No, that was the doctor downstairs.
Oh, gosh.
You're thinking of last Wednesday before the universe reset on Thursday.
Oh, does it spelling changes when the universe resets?
That's not all the changes.
Oh, God,
Just
what
some of
else
them.
changes?
Like whether the Monopoly Man has a monocle or not.
Oh, what else?
The Illuminati changes completely.
To Google!
This time it's the Society of Good Boys.
Good boy. Wait, is that full of mostly dogs?
It's just dogs running everything.
Wait, is that our current universe?
Uh-huh.
What did you turn into Mickey Mouse?
What's the Illuminati? Can I join?
I don't know. I don't know how you join.
I want to
assume you have
join
to be a
this.
good boy.
I want to be a good boy. Can I join a society of them?
We'll have to try. We'll see and find out.
I'm gonna join the Illuminati. I have a new goal in life.
Oh, no.
Character progression.
This is very bad.
Hey guys, they told me I have to make a ritual sacrifice, and it has to be of a sentient humanoid.
Well, don't look at me.
Does anyone want to volunteer?
Yeah, I'm sure Toki does.
Just go, yeah, Toady, you can move right away.
Thank you for the follow, Jeff, Dame Mellord.
Dame
Lord.
Dame Lord. Dame Mellord.
You
Mellord, 22. And Passandre, or P.S. Andre.
I'm like P.S.
Jeff the Meme Lord.
Yeah, that's what I said. Demi Lord.
Like does and the.
I know.
You're saying the Meme Lord. The
Yeah.
Meme Lord.
What the fuck do you think I just said?
There's a
Dame
I literally just said that.
That does so important.
Thank you, Hedgehog.
Thank you, Hedgehog.
1031321.
1,031,321.
I can't believe.
On this episode, the gang learns how to read.
I can't.
Oh boy.
You have the best username. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Do it,
That's a lot of hedgehogs.
Okay, yeah, it's too many hedgehogs. That's all. That's in Hollywood.
So many hedgehogs.
The pamphlet said that there are only a few of them.
Ooh. Is that what hedgehogs sound like?
No, that's guinea pigs. Well,
Bumping.
whatever.
Fuck it. Nah, it's guinea pigs.
Oh, and a chili hot dog. All right.
Ew. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Sonic Hedgehog.
Oh.
Like chili dogs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
didn't know
I thought
that
we
was
were
on
talking
it.
about sex stuff.
What?
Oh, an STD pamphlet. Chili dogs.
That's a very disgusting term, as someone told me about once.
Can we move on?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've lost my mind. Let's continue. We have our costumes, and then we leave in an orderly fashion.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, don't pretend like you're not having a great day. Leather
I
daddy.
was until like 30 seconds ago. Oh, I'm very excited about being a leather daddy.
You leave the room, and you hear the excited bustling of voices as the door to the costume room opens, and you see all the various perverts running up.
They scatter like
cockroaches.
You can hear them. They're on shag carpet.
That's why she installed so much
So the perverts are silent.
Because otherwise you hear their clickety feet on the hardwood.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no wonder
you
the
s-
70s were the 70s.
You see as Toady looks at you, Hazel. No! Oh, my goodness! No! He looks at Booker. No!
Do you like my costume?
No! I'm
this only reinforces the feeling that I picked the wrong costume here.
I think you look great, Booker.
I just feel like there's a breeze between my ass cheeks.
Oh, yeah, there's no fabric back there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, those are chaps. They're not pants.
I think you're supposed to wear something under it.
Oh, no. I made a grievous mistake.
It's like Pauly Joren's son-in-law.
I love that movie so much. It's like my favorite movie.
I'll look down, and I'll look back over my shoulder at the costume room, and I'll look down again, and I'll look to the group, and I'll say, we've come too far.
Let's keep going.
Dragon at Rest says, hey, what if Toady was in a costume this whole time?
He's not the butler at all. He's just a pervert.
Just let us into some random room.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's just me. I'll take my mask. It's just me.
Oh,
See? Now I'm a chipmunk and now I'm a really happy clown. Oh, you're so silly, Jody.
He's very deeply afraid. As he said, the masquerade.
This has started already. What time is it?
Yeah, it's almost time.
Wow,
Check our watches.
that's serendipitous. We better hurry up and get over there.
And with that,
My mini sundial that I keep on my wrist.
he leads you across the shag carpeting through this mansion as you hear the hustle and bustle. Very heavily armed hallways. As you see the Marquisat soldiers with their tabards looking at you, and you occasionally see that one or two will look at you, and then they'll like lean in and Viceroy. As you probably very closely match the description of people seen fleeing the Viceroy's manor as she was murdered.
I don't know. We're in pretty good costumes.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Our faces are covered.
Yeah,
for the
that's
most-
actually true.
all of our faces
I
are
haven't
basically
removed
covered.
my mask. Yeah.
I take that as they're just saying, can you believe the Viceroy? What if that spooky clown killed him?
Oh, that might raise some suspicion, but nobody's gonna suspect Leather Daddy.
I'm a train.
They look like rough customers, but no, that Leather Daddy couldn't hurt a fly. They're good.
Unless you ask nicely.
As you are brought to a large double door that opens into a grand masquerade ball where many that you hear the music fill the halls as you see many frogs and toads, as well as mice, rabbits, foxes, a lot of cats, and various other creatures native to not just Wort Wallow but also across the Dimwood, as there has been a calling to dignitaries and other lawmakers from New Felicia and beyond, as Alexander has been trying to enact new legislation that was a little less oppressive, perhaps, than what the Marquise is used to.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get assassinated. This is gonna turn real
I
quick.
can see him over the front. Pants are right out.
I gotta mention Leafy Tree's comment. This makes me think that Annie is used to wearing leather, and I'm a little disrobed, which I think was a Freudian slip.
That is a Freudian slip, absolutely. Disrupt, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tell us, Leafy, how you really feel. That's right. We can turn this back on you.
As you make as Toady says, well, this is the masquerade ball. Well, I'm glad that the butler of the family was able to stick around with vagabonds who are no good at all. I'm just doing my job. And he turns away and he hops away. As you walk past a very heavily armored what looks like a porcupine, with quills poking through his armor and his helmet, as he's surveying the room, and he's looking at various maps, and he's like looking at all the different entrances, and he says, "Yep, we're totally secure unless they have a bear. That's ridiculous."
already planning ahead. I'm glad that they feel fair.
That is awfully specific. I don't know why I have an ominous sense of a feeling deep in my very bare ghoulies.
Why do they say it like that? It's just hilarious. It's like, yeah, our building's totally fine unless a nuke gets dropped on it.
If only we thought to bear-proof it. No one can stop a bear.
What are the chances?
Good thing no one has a bear that's weaponized.
There's no way that they would get their hands on a bear. A bear could never be turned into a weapon of war. That is
That's
ridiculous.
completely preposterous.
That's ridiculous, Private. You get a demotion. You lose your pension for even suggesting such a thing. Oh, yes, sir. As you enter a grand masquerade ball, what do you do?
I think we ought to try to find Fliza.
I don't know. She's kind of a bitch.
Oh, I totally agree with you, but she hasn't paid us for that crustacean claw.
I'm gonna see if there's an open bar. I need to level out.
I'm going with Vince. She took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go.
All right, can you hold my hand?
Absolutely, I'd be honored.
The leather daddy and the train. Oh, man.
Hand in hand, and we go looking for an open bar.
in heaven.
And like she's stumbling a little.
I feel a little off the rails.
It just writes itself, folks.
I'm gonna look for anyone with a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, yeah.
Just take one. Oh, thank you. And then I want to find the next one. Oh, thank
I'll be right behind Grumly doing the exact same thing.
Hello, dudes. It's Toady.
Did you personally prepare these?
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't.
But you will.
Okay, just one.
And I scoop a whole thing off.
It's just shots of clam chowder.
It's the Boston cream donuts from Van Wilder.
Oh my god.
That's too far. That's the worst thing.
You saw
in
the
any
line,
movie.
and you were like, "It's the same joke." That's disgusting.
But I had the Vaseline on, the lens of life. You went straight
I'm
past.
traumatized.
I wish I was dead. I actually wish I was dead.
I have to rub Kelsey's back because of this.
I need to rewatch
I
that
just
movie.
want you fuckers to know what you've done.
It's like when we went out to eat lunch and I ordered soup and the chef came out to the table and he didn't ask anybody else how their food was, but he looked at me and he's like, "Do you like the soup?" No. Isn't it creamy?
No.
Okay, time out. This story is real,
But it was really
Kelsey
good.
over-exaggerates how this guy...
He was really nice.
He was
but
actually
it was
a really
very
nice
creepy.
guy. It was a newer restaurant, and he was legitimately asking how the soup was because he wanted to improve his recipe. But Kelsey likes to make him sound like a pervert.
Sorry, but we. How's the soup? Isn't it creamy?
He didn't say it like that.
It doesn't matter how you say it. There's no way you say
that's
that and
fair.
not sound like a creep.
Unbelievable. You tarnished this poor young man's name.
No, he was a good chef. He was a good
Well,
chef.
was the soup good? Was it
It
creamy?
was actually.
Yeah, the restaurant was
I don't
great.
think it was supposed to be creamy, but it was good.
We'll unpack what supposed to be creamy means in Adventures and Chill. What's Adventures and Chill, Andy?
Shut the fuck up, Derek!
Welcome, and thank you for the follow, Reed, Lil, and Soul Rider Jim.
It was some kind of tomato based.
I love when Dragon at Rest says, "Why didn't Andy make it sound any better?" She's right. It doesn't matter how you say it.
Hey! Thank you, Polly Slamazzle.
Thank you,
Thank you, Chibi Monica. Thank you, Chibi Monica. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, Monica?
This tomato soup tastes like pancake batter.
Why does this soup smell like alchemy?
No, it's literally a little mini clam chowders, and then you see.
That checks out. We are in.
Yeah,
Where are we?
you're in.
We're not in Muckbed.
Wartwall.
That's the next
Wartwall.
one.
But you do see Toady leave you, and he goes over, and there's a well-dressed individual that is very clearly an otter underneath the costume, and he says, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you came prepared." And it looks like there's a good number of otters here, actually, as you look around, and you get the sense that there are a lot of potential members of the Riverfolk Company.
Interesting.
Can
Interesting
I
development.
ask a question?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Fuck your question.
My question. I forget. So from the non-rootening, the first route that we
Yeah.
did,
Non-rootening.
the non-rootening. I forget. Are things from that canon like? Would we remember who that is?
No. So what you saw isn't the Dawn. You get this.
Oh.
It is very clearly an otter from the Riverfolk Company, probably.
Okay.
But it's not. You have not met the Dawn in this canon.
Okay.
So,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Disregard most of what happened.
Yeah.
first.
Some
Okay.
stuff is sort of. I think it's sort of some is, some isn't, right?
Yeah. But you all didn't live, a lot of that.
So Route 1, the expanded universe.
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Why
obviously,
am I cursed to only remember the things that are stricken from canon?
It's fair.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck to suck. I suck.
No.
You suck down some of those clam chowder.
I wipe the smile off my clam.
Nice. Sad clown.
And Grumly, as you eat the clam chowder, there's a little bit of creamy clam chowder on your nose that you just really can't get.
Oh, Kels.
I'm gonna have to clean your nose wrinkle again.
Oh, could you get it?
I'm just.
Oh, let me move my trunk out of the way.
I'll swipe the nose wrinkle.
Oh, gross.
Your mask should be one of like those sequin pillows where like you go up like this
Yeah.
and smiles.
That's
And
actually
like
brilliant.
this and it frowns.
Yo, you should make that. That sounds cool.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Copyright. No takesies.
Coming soon to our merch store.
Yeah.
Creepy clown. Pillow mask. Sequin mask.
That's a cool idea.
Sequence mask.
So who do we see? Sorry.
Booker and I are at
Folks.
the bar.
Yeah, we go to
Oh,
get
yeah.
drinks. We saw Riverfolk Company, that we presume Riverfolk Company, and there's food and hors d'oeuvres and a party.
Yeah. You go to the bar and you're, it's an open bar. You're exactly right.
Oh.
And so you see a handful of nobles. There's two cat dignitaries, very clearly from New Felicia, very well dressed, and in clothes even finer than what many of these representatives from all over the Dimwood are wearing. As they each take a glass of wine of some kind, and they
Bartender, I'm gonna need something way stronger than that wine. People keep pinching my ass, and I don't know why.
Holy shit.
You
Watch out, these dignitaries are known for shitting their pants.
It's the worst party of all time already.
That's very true.
You see it's a Robin.
Diapers in here.
It's a Robin who's just in a vest. He's not dressed up. And he looks at you and he says, "First time in Wartwallow."
Actually, now that you think about it, I don't think I've ever been through here.
I'll give you a triple.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
And I'll have a Tomcat Collins.
That's pretty good.
That's a classic. I make the best Tomcat Collins. He hands it to you.
Thank you. I've always wanted to try one.
It's just okay.
You got a real sourpuss there.
Here's a tip.
Yeah, we leave a few gold pieces on the counter. And...
You're able to
Gold?
get.
Yeah, we're rich. We're fucking loaded.
Well, we won't be for long.
Yeah, we will. We just made another 10 to Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Speaking of that, you see the smell of incredibly rich and potent spices hits your nostrils. And you see that there's an entire table dedicated to steamed the massive claw that you
It's
have
a
brought.
seafood tower.
It's basically a seafood tower of all of these. This claw prepared in all sorts of different ways.
There's a melted
Basi-
butter fountain.
Yes, there's melted butter fountain. There's a whole like basically crawfish.
Cocktail sauce.
It's basically like a hot and juicy like Cajun extravaganza table, all made from
that.
this big bad crawdaddy claw.
Oh my gosh. I can't eat it. But I could have the butter.
Oh, I'll eat your portion and my portion. How does that sound?
You're a real friend, Griffey.
I'll do what I
A real
can.
friend.
All right. Here.
And I'll just rip a piece of claw meat and I'll hand.
We should cheers at least.
I'll take a big thing of cornbread and dip it under the fountain, the butter fountain.
Cheers!
Cheers!
It's slopping butter everywhere.
It's so thick that it looks like, and golden, it looks like that scene from Winnie the Pooh when he goes into the tree and the honey.
It looks like
and
the
then the
scene
mouse
from
with the
Edward
bat
Penis
comes behind you.
Hands.
And, you the
Nikki,
fuck
do
did
not
I
ruin
do?
this movie.
That doesn't happen.
Hi, guys.
No, it really does. It looks like that scene from Edward Penis Hands when he's rubbing his penis like arms together.
Dude,
It's
to create
Edward
the smell.
Penis Fingers.
No, it's not.
If it was hands, it would just be one giant shaft.
Well,
That is
that's what they
exactly what it
named
is. It is from like his elbow all the way down past his hands are
It's
two
true.
flopping wieners.
Does that mean
And
in
so
his
when
he's got a sexual
when
life?
no, he doesn't
Look at
have
that look.
testicles in his underarms.
Does he?
But
Did you
that's
check?
why. Yeah, he wears a tank top in the scene where he's like.
You
You know?
really watch this a lot.
Yeah, it's a great film. So that's why when he's
Film.
eating spaghetti, that's like draping over his penis arms, and he's trying to shovel it into his face.
As you look around the
Winding
party,
yarn.
as you look around the party, you enjoy a toast as butter is getting all under your
God, don't
costumes.
pretend like you don't know.
And as you are all able to reconvene, you see that Alexander, with Fliza by his side, are meeting, are having very pleasant conversation with the same pair of cats that had gotten the wine in front of you two. And they seem to be talking very jovially, and then there seems to be a level of seriousness as they begin to talk business of some kind.
There she is. We should see if we can get paid.
I mean,
They don't look busy at all.
well, it seems like we'll probably get paid after the party, I would hope. We certainly don't want to bring that up in the middle of all the festivities, right?
Well, you don't want to risk it, do you?
Well, I mean, it would be not polite to at least introduce ourselves to the host, right? I mean, I've never met Alexander Hamilton, or have I? I mean, maybe I have.
Well,
I
that's
don't know what's canon and what's
No,
not.
that's a great idea. That's a
we've never
fantastic
met him.
suggestion. I like that better than going over there, marching over there, and demanding money.
Well,
You just
was he
have
going to say no? We'll look terrible in front of his guests.
You just have to be really careful because one of his best friends, they called him the Hurricane. That's the. Well, he's kind of small, but that's the hummingbird next to him.
Oh, wait, is that the Harry the Hurricane Lockless? Oh my god! I've seen like wanted posters with that guy on
They
it.
call him the Hurricane.
The Hurricane, yeah.
That's a pretty
That's the
serious
day
name.
when the hurricane came, and everyone knows about it.
Yeah, oh, Harry. Yeah, he's a nasty
Harry, the
top of hood.
Harry Hummingbird Hurricane.
I guess.
Lower clothes.
Sounds like
actually,
somebody we
is
don't
how
wanna
you
mess
pronounce
with.
it.
Does he
Unbelievable.
have like a martini glass of red liquid that he's just like.
Yep. Yeah, you actually look. He's a green hummingbird in a green suit that has a very saccharine red.
He's
martini
dressed
glass.
as a leprechaun.
Yeah, bright red. It can't cover obviously his very long bill, and it's literally just sugar water.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Do you think I could take him in a grease fight?
No, because he's like a hurricane. He would just blow the grease away.
I mean, I don't know. I think you give him a Zangief or two, and that guy's out. I think he's dead. His neck, his vertebrae.
What is a Zangief? Why do you keep saying this?
Whatever the hell Bitsy did that poor
It's a patented
possum.
move.
You gotta call my move.
Yeah, but
But
you didn't
why?
even kill him.
Who is Zan? And why is he geefing?
I'll tell that story another time when we're not in public.
This is a pervert's palace. You can just tell us now.
Zangief was an old boyfriend, and I don't want to talk about it anymore after that.
Oh, good lord.
Oh no! Why did you ask?
He wasn't the right guy, though.
Have you been to prison?
Have I been to prison?
That's a great
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Again, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, dear.
It's a little dark there, Bitsy.
Yes, we really don't know anything about you.
Yeah, we've been traveling together all this time, and you're still quite the mystery.
Well, we can talk about it anytime, but not in the middle of a fancy party. This is a nice masquerade. I want to play the games.
That's fair.
Exactly. Fair point. Fair point. Should we go talk to
We should go introduce
Mr. Hamilton,
ourselves.
I suppose?
We should call him Miss. He's the mayor, right? We should call him the Mr. Mayor.
Just call him Alex.
That seems really terribly informal.
Can I call him Xander instead?
I don't know if he likes that, but you could try. He probably won't pay attention to you at all. Like, clearly he's here as a raven and a writing desk.
Oh.
I don't know what that.
He's both. Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yes, he's a raven and a writing
You
desk.
look over and you see that you actually notice there are a few local celebrities of the Dimwood, and you think, is that Edgar Allan Crow? You're not sure if the famed writer Edgar Allan Crow is there, and he's a raven. No one knows why his name is Edgar Allan Crow. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah,
that guy died
there's
on a
the
bench.
raven, and then the writing desk right next to him is Alexander Hamilton.
So he just dressed up like a piece of furniture.
Well, yeah. His head is the quill.
Well, I guess
I like being furniture. He just says aloud. This is some good shit. As he stumbles away.
I just look at Grumley and I'm like,
It's the weirdest party I've ever been to.
who was that? Show yourself!
It was Bianca.
You coward!
It was Bianca. She was sucking a little bit of blood, so there's this tiny little mosquito bite on
my
her
ass itches. It's weird. I got a lump.
Thank you for the follow, Rigatogna.
Tonya.
Rigatogna, obviously. Kopesh45 and Paul V. Menz. Thank you so much for the follow.
Welcome.
We don't know what's happening.
And I just want to read Rigatonya's comment.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, hold on, let me scroll up. Thank you. How could I not follow after Edward Penis Hands discussion?
That's true. You have to. It's legally binding.
Yeah.
We're here all night.
Exactly right. We're here to please.
And Paul says greetings. So welcome.
Greetings.
Yeah, what about the frog?
what about
J.R.
Krogan?
Oh.
You don't see him.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
Bummer. That's
I wanted
unfortunate.
to ask him why in Lord of the Wings the hobbits didn't just take it directly to the mountain instead of the eagles dropping it in.
Yeah. I was going to ask him how the orcs knew about menus.
Well, because if you see, I mean, they were a raiding culture, so it's not unreasonable that they would understand, bits and pieces of how humans and even elves might interact.
What the fuck are you talking about, Grumley?
Oh, you haven't seen the major image?
Can't say that I have.
Oh, well.
No, that's not true. We watched it one night when you were completely blitzed and you asked us questions about Gandalf for at least like 3 or 4 hours.
I gotta stop drinking bourbon.
I am the light of the fire, Marner. You see his purple somehow made it in.
There he is, J.R. Krogan. I want to ask him about when Aeroswarm broke his toe by kicking the helmet.
Hey, clams.
Speaking of breaking toes, I gotta tell you a story once. We were having a 4th of July party, and my family was getting really drunk, and my dad was like, oh, let's go play soccer. So he ran out into the yard and kicked a bowling ball and broke 3 of his toes.
Oh my god,
What the hell's a bowling ball?
that's so funny. Did everybody laugh?
Well, we didn't until we realized that he broke 3 of his toes, and we had to take him to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
In the dungeon? Oh, you mean the hospital?
Yeah, sorry. I mean the hospital. That was the night he lost his foot.
Jesus.
I mean, it's a good thing that he didn't kick into one of the holes and then the toe went.
Oh, right at the knuckles.
Good lord. That's disturbing, Bitsy.
We're saying this as we walk up to the mayor.
Booker, you should be the one to introduce us, You're very charming, especially in this,
Oh, because this is such a perverted place, should we role play?
What?
As our characters, you're role playing as Singing Leather Daddy. We've got it over here. We've got
I'm gonna be calling myself Thomasina.
perfect, and you're an elephant.
Thomasina.
What about this Thomasin?
Thomasina hungry.
Tom.
Really good.
Oh God.
What was in
Your
the
notes
water
reading session
tonight?
must just be they walked 30 feet from one side of the room to the other side of the room.
That's it. That's all we've accomplished. It's been like 4 hours. We're on a roll.
We really have not.
We're on a roll. We made it from the front of the mansion to the masquerade.
I don't know what role play is, Peggy. What does that mean?
I don't even really know what a sad and now happy clown would be like.
I'm so sorry. I'm just massively horrified by your face. You were asking.
I think I know.
You were asking what role playing is.
Oh yeah.
So you think of what your character. If you were an elephant, Grumly, how would an elephant act? And you do that. If Booker were a singing leather daddy.
Yeah, whatever the hell I am.
Singing.
Yeah, if he were a singing leather daddy,
He did sing Young Bear.
That's right. That's very random happenstance. Continue.
Oh, there's some cracking the claw, cracking the claw, cracking the claw, cracking the claw.
Yeah. So what would that look like? And if you were Tom Cena, the amazing trank wrestler, what would train wrestler?
I don't think I can act like that. It doesn't seem appropriate.
Anything's appropriate here. This is a pervert's palace.
Well, if you say so.
I do. And then I don't have any suggestions for. I'm gonna be quite honest.
I could just stand at the back. I won't even get in the way, I promise.
Yeah, and so I think maybe because he writes a lot of stories, that it might be a good way to get on his good side.
All right.
Do you think?
I'll do my best, I suppose. You know, I just want to walk up. I'll just walk up to him and introduce us.
No, I think that's probably the plan.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Wait.
What?
Well, we all have to come up with voices for our characters.
Oh,
We shouldn't tell him who we actually are, because
It's a masquerade, and that makes it more fun.
What is that?
I don't want to get in trouble because
Yeah, if we say the wrong thing, if he doesn't know who we are, then we can't be held accountable for
Who
it.
knows who you are, right?
Look at me, I'm a cat.
Oh.
He knows me as a mostly naked frog.
word's probably gotten out about the viceroy. And I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, I mean,
Seems like we got out of that scot-free, and I'd really like to keep that going.
I feel like it's inevitable. We introduced ourselves to Fliza.
Right, but then so what I'm saying is we make sure that we get paid. Yeah, I definitely am the one that came out of that family tree with all the brains as my eyes go cross-eyed.
I think we should be honest. It feels very disingenuous to be hosted at such a nice party.
Well, we'll tell him afterwards, and then he'll be like,
Try to
wow,
plan
what an amazing performance. I'm going to write about that in one of my books.
There's a single oyster cracker at the very top of the clam chowder.
Oh,
That's very
that's
important.
That's very tasteful.
And a nice sprinkling of ancient estuary.
Oh.
What's that?
Old Bay.
Oh,
Get it?
Ancient estuary.
Took me a minute too.
estuary.
That's what Mike calls Old Bay and Icebound.
Anyway, go on, Booker.
Really cool, dude.
With that, Fliza goes away with the two cat dignitaries, and they're talking and they're discussing about potential new legislation that the mayor is working on to propose to the Marquise.
Hello, Mr. Hamilton.
Well, hello there.
We just had a really deep conversation amongst us. Came to absolutely zero conclusion. I'm very confused. My name is Booker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How do you recognize me?
Oh, isn't it obvious?
Is it?
You're the
It
most-
looks exactly like.
You're the most famous person in all of Wardwallow.
Well, I guess I am.
I apologize if I seem a bit distracted. This leather floss that's deep in my gooch is really distracting me and starting to chafe.
Yeah, you get used to it.
These are, of course, are my friends, but we know you through Peggy, who you know very well.
Oh, Peggy, I didn't recognize you with clothing on.
Yeah, I know.
Usually my eyes go, woo!
I know Flies hates
Yowza!
it when you do that.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
that's
little
why she
fun.
doesn't like me.
This, of course, is Crumley.
How can you say no to this?
This is Bitsy.
Hi, I'm Thomasine. I'm a train.
And then this, and I point to the back, And as he looks at Hazel, it's just like, as it like zooms in on her horrific face. It's Hazel.
Then I just lower the knife into a piece of pie.
Yes,
and we just
100%.
And we just wanted to thank you for inviting us to this lovely masquerade.
Well, I didn't know that you were all invited, but welcome.
To be fair, we didn't know either.
Well, we did know. We brought the leg.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Yeah, Alexander, you owe us 10,000 gold. Fliza agreed. It was a family discount because we brought that gigantic thing, that the lobster thing.
Extremely rare delicacy.
That's right. And I've just seen money get between family members so often, so it would really be better if we were paid immediately.
Paid immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna have to talk to the birds and have them send some tweets out all over the forest about how you wouldn't pay your family for the work that they did for your gigantic mask.
Peggy, you're gonna start a political kerfuffle.
I know it would be awful for your re-election, which is coming up soon.
No, I don't. You want to get canceled.
It might even reach as far as Clay Clock.
It really might. And the thing is, people have been pinching Booker's ass, and if we mentioned that...
There's a lot of perverts in your town, Mr. Hamilton.
That you just let run around.
What happened in Click Clock the other day? I can't afford to have any scandals.
So you should probably just pay
And you were responsible for the big bad Crawdaddy Claw?
Yeah.
That's right.
The folks from New Felicia love it. I think that's buttering them up.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're gonna put in a good word and be able to get the votes that I need.
Yeah, but not if I let the birds know and they start tweeting.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Or intimidation.
Or intimidation.
I was gonna say, we can't
Intimidation.
talk to anybody without threatening them. We have to intimidate the shit out of this guy.
We skate right over persuasion, right into intimidation.
Yeah,
We're nice woodland animals.
23.
Boom.
23.
Pay me the money.
And thank you for the follow, Paradox 23.
Oh, welcome, Paradox.
23.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paradox. Boom.
Tidings you bring.
Tidings you bring.
Good tidings you bring.
Someone dresses you.
That is what you sounded like.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Yeah, there's a little frog dressed as Yoda, and you see the mouse with the bat following him.
He's gonna be the BBEG. We're not gonna win. We can't win. He's got infinite resources.
It's Mikey Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's undefeatable.
Shit.
Just has
Undefeatable.
infinite resources.
We'll get you paid right away as long as Fliza signed off on it. I trust her. She's the brains when it comes to money. I'm terrible with it. You can go to my muscle. The Hurricane over there. He's the most ruthless assassin. Do not.
Smokes.
He is the most brutal bodyguard.
I remember the day the hurricane came.
He's an assassin.
He's an assassin, a bodyguard. He's the only reason why I haven't been assassinated yet.
That's so cool.
He's brutal. Do not upset him.
Wouldn't
He's
drink
got
it.
a crazy temper. He's protecting me from all of these threats.
I've heard that sometimes when people are playing games late at night, he'll stand behind a curtain with a shotgun just in case anyone gets unruly.
Oh my.
No, he does do that.
Good gods.
That's terrifying. Have you had a lot of attempts on your life?
Well, my ideas are not quite standard from the Marquisate, and so there's people who just disagree with my new way of thinking.
I really wish that he was Kermit and that Fliza was Miss Piggy.
Oh, Piggy! Well, I'm Mayor Alexander Hamilton!
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side?
No, because if he gets assassinated, I'll never recover.
Well, that would only happen if they had a bear.
I grab the mayor and I pull him.
What are the odds of that?
So he says, "You can get your payment. The Hurricane. Well, he will be able to pay. Just don't upset him. He's a very rough customer.
All right.
Understood.
It's going to be a good night. The captain of the guard said we're very well protected here.
All I heard him say that. Yeah.
But yeah, especially no assassinations, no attacks. We've heard about all the nastiness with the Woodland Alliance.
Oh, it's been some wild stuff.
You know what's a great way to make sure you're not attacked? You know that huge whiteboard outside? Just have someone right at the entrance play Edward Penis Hands using a major image onto that board. And if anyone comes up, they'll be too distracted to attack.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What's a major image? Magic doesn't exist in this setting.
Excuse me, I did create magic.
Oh, I guess I don't know the setting that well.
That's what I named the projector system that I gave Fliza for Christmas.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah, it's called the Major Image by the Major Image Corporation.
Oh, I guess because it's a moving. Okay, it's a major image picture. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Didn't the doctor pull a DVD out?
Not just any DVD.
Just a level set. Welcome, Odiniacs.
Welcome.
Thank you for the follow.
I think your sister, your sister, your wife, Fliza.
Yeah.
She's got great taste. Everything in shag like this, even the chandelier. I don't know about them candles, but everything's so nice.
His costume, you now realize, if you had the fourth wall breaking perspective, he just dresses Austin Powers.
Oh, great. So he's got the big frog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's got the teeth in like the front of his, because frogs don't have teeth. Imagine him.
Can you imagine a frog with Austin Powers teeth?
Oh, God.
Oh, very freaky, baby.
Wow, I love your costume. I love Otter Powers.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's my favorite story series. I guess that explains a lot of Word Wallow.
Oh, it's shag. You know, shag.
That's true. It goes. It's on theme.
It is on theme. Oh, I mean. Speak, elephant.
Grumley, are you having a stroke?
That means nice to meet you, an elephant.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's gotten into our friend here. He's he might be a little unwell. Might be ghosts.
No, the doctor told me that there was a breakout of ghosts in the blood.
Turns out
no one can know about this. You have to keep this on the DL.
Well,
Sure.
as long as we get paid in a timely manner.
I can't have a ghost scandal, okay?
Well, I'll make sure that the birds don't find out about it, as long as we get paid.
Are you saying ghosts or goats?
They have a goat ghost now?
Ooh!
I'm gonna go get another Tomcat Collins.
I go and get another Tomcat, and I might make my way over to the hurricane. We'll see.
Oh, we have to get paid, don't we? So we gotta go to the hurricane.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I could
Just
wait for Bitsy to grab a drink, and we'll all just head on over there. Let's unleash her, as we often do. Just let Bitsy roam.
You turn and you
should
see
not
at
do
the
that.
bar, I am sliding the Tom Collins off the top of the bar, served by this Robin character. But like an infant, I accidentally tip it and dump the entire thing on my face. And then I ask for another one, and I take that and I start to make my way over to you guys.
Just stinking of booze.
You turn and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. I actually have to bring my stats up.
Oh, monstrous.
That face is so.
21.
21. You turn around and you nearly spill your drink again all over yourself. But you because you almost bump into a very tall figure as a large, square-headed, green-skinned costume character goes, "Booze good."
Don't slip, I spilled. I almost spilled myself.
And you remember the gentleman from the costume closet.
Oh, hi.
Frankenstein.
I love your boats.
Oh God! You're just squeezing people's balls, Betsy.
Excuse me, and I'll dip between his legs and make my way back over to my friends.
Booze good.
We should really keep our eyes out because there are a lot of dignitaries here. Do you think Tiger King's here?
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Well, it's the king of the tigers.
Oh, well, I've never seen a tiger in person.
no,
Me neither.
He's really just an orange-striped cat, but he fancies himself a tiger.
Oh. So he's role-playing as a tiger, just like I'm role-playing as an elephant. Because I've never seen an elephant.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Hey guys,
It's really kind of an ego thing, you know.
is it starting to smell like poo in here?
I didn't want to say anything.
It's weird,
I
right?
think all these dignitaries have shut the pants.
All of them?
A good portion, yeah.
Oh, no.
I hope they were all wearing masquerade diapers.
I hate
Doesn't
you
count.
so
Doesn't
much.
count.
Fuck you, it counts!
It doesn't count.
All I have to do is change the noun before diapers.
Yeah, we can
Fantastic!
You're not giving him that loophole!
Welcome, Skyrim Luigi.
You're not giving him that
Welcome on a
loophole!
piece. Hello.
Welcome on in.
Oh, you finally woke up. As he looks and says, "Well, there's a few more officials. There's a few more officials that I need to talk to. Before they get too drunk and soil themselves."
Can I ask why that seems to be the custom here?
I don't know what those folks from New Felicia are taking, but it is bad stuff.
It's really that. Oh, it's starting. Like once one goes, they all just kind of release.
We're all full of crawdads.
Yeah, it's like when
Not
someone.
anymore.
It's kind of like when someone vomits and then someone else smells it and vomits
A
too.
sympathy shot.
Yeah, it's a sympathy shot.
Well, I'm gonna go make. There's someone that I need to speak to. If there's anything else that you need, ask Toady. Everything's gonna be fine tonight. And so just be careful. Just mind your words around the hurricane.
Oh, we will.
Good luck.
It's been so nice to meet you, and I look
Very
forward to
nice
talking
meeting
to
you.
you at
Welcome to
length later
Wardwall.
on in this party.
Oh, I'm very excited for that.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
I reach up and I immediately sort of embrace him in a quick hug and then back away.
I don't know why I did that. I just felt like it was polite, you know?
Oh, okay, that's fine. You feel like the purple velvet of his costume.
Oh, nice.
Nuzzle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're an elephant or a Roomba.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like a robot.
I'm trying my best, okay?
It wasn't
Hydraulics
criticism.
are like.
It wasn't a criticism. I'm just, it's just stating the obvious. It's just an observation. You're doing a good job.
Sorry, I'm sweating profusely. This is pure felt. It doesn't breathe at all.
You do look very moist.
I'm very moist.
Yeah,
I might pass out any second.
all the shag carpet in here isn't helping, I'm sure.
It's really bad. It just squishes when you walk on the floor.
Yeah.
You're spilling drinks all over. It really didn't help either.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help with the few dignitaries that aren't wearing any pants.
All right, should we go see Hurricane Mulligan or whatever his name is?
Hurricane Mulligan. I gotta go pee.
We're gonna take a quick break.
I gotta go pee.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Good night, iTwitch. Thank you so much.
Good night,
Thanks for being here. I'm exhausted too, but not because of lack of sleep, lack of oxygen to my brain.
Yeah, too much laughing.
That's definitely the problem
fuck
with
is
this group is lack of
happening
oxygen to the brain.
I'm gonna start having
You laugh and then you
necrosis of the brain. Oh, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Welcome on in.
How'd it do?
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
I
I'm
love
full
that
of
this all
Chinese.
just becomes canon. It's just a riffing.
This is literally how I felt as the Feywild DM.
Yeah.
Where this is literally like you could sit down with no prep and just be like, I'm gonna let them do whatever they start doing, and they're gonna make things up, and that's gonna happen.
Abby has a great question. How much drugs did y'all take for the session?
I was down the whole bottle.
drugs.
A lot of drugs.
Yeah, it's that liquid bottle that says drugs on it. We just each down one of those, and that's all it takes.
We
Took
love
one
drugs
bottle
here in
drugs.
Legends of Adventure.
We love
Boy,
drugs.
do
We
we.
love
That's
drugs.
camp.
That's canon. We just love
You
drugs.
take that one to the bank. Maybe it's starting early, you know? Maybe it's just
Yeah, what is
Gets
this?
us-
Our brains are scrambled from that extra, like,
gets us a
Yeah.
little giggly.
I don't know, 49 minutes.
Yeah. Only 30, yeah.
They
Lone
ate
says
the squirrel turkey bagel.
Oh, good.
It was
I
a
mean,
nightmare.
I was sleeping. Richie literally comes in, he wakes me up and he goes, "Did you order bagels this morning?" And I was like, "What? Oh my god, I did. I fell asleep." And he was like, "Yeah, some kind of wild animal got into the bag."
That's crazy.
He was so mad.
Aww. Think about how happy that squirrel was, though.
Yeah. Yeah, at least the squirrel enjoyed it.
Yep. Squirrel turkey
It was like
bagels.
the best day of his life. His little squirrel life.
At the masquerade, you run into a creature that is, I don't know how to say this, it's a squirrel turkey.
There's no other way to say
It's
it.
an abominable. Kill me!
My parents were freaks.
Somehow not surprised in this town.
Oh,
Just throwing one of these phone chargers under here.
Nah.
Phone's going quick.
oh my gosh.
Got nothing left.
My head hurts.
Dude, same.
Ditto.
Big sin.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Are there a lot of birds here? Is
Except for the hummingbird?
Is it like a nice mix?
I think it's a nice mix. I would say that the birds here, you wouldn't expect. It's not any higher percentage. You know that birds live in every clearing. Not more than you expect.
Are they all part of the Erie area?
No. So basically, the Erie is effectively it is the old aristocracy ruled by bird nobles, primarily birds of prey, but and they favored birds. They were very much believing about like the birds being a higher class than anyone on the woodland floor, and so the birds all benefited from the Erie. But it's not like you see a bird and they're loyal to the Erie. Many birds fight and are part of the Marquisat.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Yeah,
Good for those.
I mean, they're just denizens,
free-thinking
right? They're just
birds.
trying to survive, and so if cats roll in and they take over your town, it's like, yeah, whatever, I'll do.
Fuck cats.
You can bring in industry and.
Lone Guard says this town will now unofficially be known as Perdwall.
Yeah.
Be official. I'm gonna update the map.
Oh boy.
Just delete ward. Just like exit out.
Genital wart swallow.
That's a nightmare.
No.
That's fucked up, bro. That is fucked up.
It's amazing.
I wish I'd never come to this clearing. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
I just don't like the way this is all working out. But you now finally understand why Peggy's going the way she's going.
It explains a lot.
Oh.
And speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Oh, he missed his NPC in our game.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're about to go talk to him. the leprechaun hummingbird.
Absolute brutal assassin and mercenary.
And Taylor. Good to start?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh god.
Ready.
You leave the mayor behind as you make your way, grabbing a drink if you care to. And you see that there is standing off to the side, looking around, head darting like a hummingbird, completely impossibly fast. And then occasionally taking his bill and darting a tongue into the red saccharine-looking drink. It looks around in the full green and red-haired leprechaun costume. You see the hurricane.
Oh gosh. I think he's on something.
You see some of the guards, standard Marquisat soldiers, right? Soldiers and guards, the standard detail. You'd gotten the sense that the hurricane was the personal family detail of the mayor. And you see the guards like look at him, and they're trying to avoid the gaze of the hurricane.
He's so quick. Should we try to sneak up on him?
No. Did you not hear anything that Hamilton said? We gotta approach him with caution, give him a wide berth, make sure that he knows we're there. We definitely don't want to sneak up on him, and we want to be nice to him and just tell him what the situation is, and so he can pay us, and we can all be moving on.
Okay, so don't sneak up on him.
No. He's the most deadly assassin in all of the Dimwood, allegedly. Do we really want to test that
I'm
theory?
pretty sneaky myself, but all right. I guess I don't want to risk it. does look like he did a pound of cocaine.
Well, all right. Excuse me, Mr. Hurricane. Hello? Hi.
You see as he's looking out across the ballroom towards the crawdad table, as he's narrowing his eyes at a couple of individuals that he seems to have marked, and you see that by his side there is some sort of strange contraption that looks like a crossbow filled with like a rattling cage of like grape shot. As
Of what?
Grape shot.
What's
What
that?
is
he has like an old timey shotgun.
Oh. It's kind of like a bunch of grapes.
Well, I mean that's the idea.
It's basically metal grapes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like buckshot.
It's
or
actually
something.
just filled with grape nut cereal.
Oh.
Does he correct us and tell us
that.
his name's not Hurricane, it's her one can
Her one can.
He does.
3 underscore?
As he looks around, you see his head just darting back and forth, and then as soon as you approach him, he stops. And he looks at you.
Oh, that's a bit unsettling. Hi, my name is Booker.
Hey guys,
Hey.
what's up?
Oh, not
I did
much.
not expect you to sound like that.
Yeah, me neither.
What do you expect me to sound like?
Literally anything else.
I'm sorry. We're just a bit taken aback, and Anyway,
You just sound so relaxed.
we just had a conversation with Mr. Hamilton, the mayor. His wife, Fliza, signed off on 10,000 gold pieces for us because we brought this lovely, bountiful feast.
Yeah,
For the-
Hurricane,
for
it's
the
good to see you. How
masquerade.
you doing?
Oh yeah, you must know each other. You guys go way back.
Oh, hey Peggy.
Yeah, how's your raiding going? You guys down in the bosses in your game?
You're not supposed to know about the raiding of the neighboring towns.
No, in your game, Hurricane.
I don't play games.
Oh.
I like your costume.
Thanks. We should make the exchange outside.
Out.
On the balcony.
Okay, I guess if that's more comfortable for you, we can make that work.
I could use some fresh air.
I also could use some fresh air. I almost died in there.
Everything's a little blurry.
Everything's real moist,
Oh,
yeah.
You're starting to soak through your felt. Ugh.
Oh, have you made it to Silver and League of Lynxes yet?
Could you tailor him some pants he forgot? I mean, sort of intentional.
At this point, I'm getting kind of used to it, to be honest. This is
Hurricane's
kinda
not a
taking commissions.
seamstress or a seamster or a seaman.
I heard he was a tailor.
What?
Oh,
He's a hurricane.
He's been tailored to
I was paid a
the
bunch of silver by a
company.
lynx. But we don't talk about that.
Let's
Anyway,
see.
let's go outside.
Yeah, to the balcony. Why not? We'll follow you.
To the balcony.
We don't know who you are. And if they're
Do you want to
people...
play some chess?
They're people from New Felicia. What?
What's your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color.
Okay, you are not the hurricane.
And you see he's literally entirely in green.
And he's a green
And he's
hummingbird.
a green hummingbird. He says, I don't have time for colors. As he steps outside, and you see as he looks around and he says, we don't know who you are, and if any of these nobles and dignitaries see the mayor paying off any people who end up getting into a scandal themselves is a bad luck.
Oh!
Hey!
10 gifted subs! Thank you, the Reaver Blade, for the follow.
Oh, thank you, the Reaver Blade.
Holy smokes! Look at all those people.
Do you like being an NPC, Reed?
I
Do
think
you
he
like
likes
it?
it.
I think
That's
Reed
it.
likes
The
it.
Teensy, Lily Royal,
Malako,
Frosty, MD Mom,
Slacktacular.
Willow Snark.
Thank you.
Mad Mitchy Fox,
We
Asian
appreciate the
Gimli.
support.
Love it.
Congrats to all of you, and thanks, Reed.
Thank you, Reed.
You peach. You're a peach.
You're a peach.
Hey,
A
look,
really
man,
big
you don't
fucking peach.
A
you
real
don't gotta
juicy
you don't gotta
You're
explain
a
it.
green peach.
A green peach. You can't eat those.
You don't gotta explain it to us. We'll keep it low. Just give us the gold, and no big deal.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're not gonna get in any trouble.
He taps the shotgun on his hip.
All right, that's not necessary. I'm feeling a little threatened here. All right.
That's the point.
Oh.
Oh, it's working. If
Good.
you're good at your
good.
job.
Okay, cool guys, let's go.
Yeah, I'd like to get out of here because it smells like shit.
And whenever anyone comes from New Felicia, and he opens the door, when he opens the door, to the balcony, and you see that there's a few people out here with drinks looking, and there's a beautiful balcony that overlooks the massive lake. It's actually built up onto the third story of this manor, so you see all of Wort Wallow, the main town, and all the various hamlets around this swampy clearing. And you see as the hurricane just takes a quick look around, and you see that there's actually a large coin purse that he pulls out, and he just he's like, "Don't ask how I fit all this in here." And he
wouldn't dream of it.
And he doles out the payment that you've requested exactly to the T, and it's completely effortlessly. It's incredibly fast that only a hummingbird could pull off. As it's like machine gun fire as he counts, and you have your payment.
Perfect.
Have you read any new YA novels lately, Hurricane?
Oh yeah, I have. We should talk about it later.
All right, cool. I've got some suggestions for you.
Awesome. He looks around and says, I think I need to see what these otters are.
How'd you like the new Obi-Wan Kenobi?
The one about the bears?
Yeah.
With the bees?
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. Nothing wrong.
Wait, what's that about the otters?
Wait, are you worried that they're doing something? I saw some otters in there.
I have some thoughts. I have some
A shifty
suspicion.
bunch, you know. We rode over here, not from anywhere dangerous, but we came over on a boat from a barge from with daughters, and they were not very nice. I should stop talking. I feel like I'm saying things I'm not supposed to be.
Tell me more.
No.
He narrows his hummingbird eyes at you through the leprechaun mask.
We just purchased a ride. I mean, they ferry people up and down the river. It's
Yeah, but
no
they
big deal.
really overcharged us, and he was kind of a dick.
It's supply and demand. It's just what it is. And nobody said they had to be nice. This isn't out of the ordinary.
Why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at anybody. It's just strictly the facts.
Take your facts and...
Whoa,
Fact
you
'em.
should not. Yeah, I was gonna say, you just said take your fucks.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. You were like preemptively cursing at him. I kind of like that for you.
I didn't mean to. Oh,
No, I like
never.
that for you. I feel like when you get aggressive like this, you really assert your dominance.
Oh, I think
It's good for you.
sometimes I feel like I just get really ramped up, you know.
Yeah.
And then it sort of peters out, and I get tired.
Well, that's because you
I think
start
it's my
eating
blood
something.
sugar, you know.
Yeah, I have extreme rage issues too. I understand.
Oh, yeah, so you get it. It's the sugar water. It just keeps you level, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
If I don't get my sugar water,
that's exactly me. If I don't have a sliced
His
of
eyes start
berry
to go red a
pie, at
little
least
bit.
every 30 minutes, it's like, whoa, watch out. You
Speaking
know?
of which, here.
Oh, thank you. I can always count on you.
Always.
I raise my knife.
anyway, I'm gonna go back inside.
It cuts
Cool
so
costumes.
nice.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, thanks. I thought it was pretty cool.
Are you supposed to be that guy from that like a bunch of teen solving mysteries with the dog? You know, the guy that's like,
Oh my
I love
god!
to eat sandwiches.
Shaggy, no wonder they have the carpets like this. Best friend of Alexander Hamilton. His name's Shaggy.
Oh, is that his
like a
character's
best
name?
friend thing, or
Yeah,
is
he's
it really
friends
just
with
like
Scooby Doo.
employed?
Oh.
Haven't you seen the Major Image?
I just really like cereal. See ya. And he turns around and leaves.
Wait, no, I wanted to find out how you became a sow.
Make a group perception check for me.
No, Jesus.
As you're left on the balcony.
Oh, Jesus.
Natural 20.
Terrible.
Natural
Gotta
fucking
Oh, wait a
12.
minute.
Oh boy, I didn't see nothing.
Wait. I have a feature that I don't ever use because I don't know how to play this character.
What did you say, perception? You
Perception,
said?
yeah.
Perception is
12.
skills.
I got an 8.
25.
Okay.
18. 236.
8.
That was fine. It was close.
Booker.
We'll go with 7, but
Okay.
I think I have a. Yes. No.
7. Okay.
So
Grumly.
exciting there for a second.
Something, as you look around, you don't see anything at first. But there's something that drifts on the wind that only your dog nose can pick up.
Not from inside. Yeah.
And it smells somewhat familiar.
Uh-oh.
You smell vegetables.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Guys,
That's much better than I was thinking it was going
You
to be.
smell cabbage and cauliflower, carrots, and then you look over in the direction of where the scent is following you.
Wait,
Or
did we
wh-
get paid?
Where you're following. Yeah, you
Oh.
get paid. And you see very far off into the distance. You wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't already known to look in the exact direction. Tiny little flickering torch off into the swamp that seems to be moving.
Hey guys,
Yes, Rumley.
past the smell of all the shit in people's pants back there. I smell vegetables.
What? That's
Well,
weird.
you know, a common thing to eat is corn, and with everyone shitting themselves back there, I mean, we're basically in corn and corn alone day.
It's a lot of vegetables. It's like carrots. And I'm not even gonna
I
address
mean,
that.
I'm pretty sure I saw that cat get into the convection oven and pull out an entire human-sized pot pie and eat it by itself, so that could account for the carrots.
Diets.
I smell carrots and cabbages and cauliflower and
Rhubarb.
crustables.
Crustables?
I don't know. I just wanted to keep saying cruise stuff.
Well, that's certainly
That's the
bizarre.
one. Crustables. I couldn't think of the word, so I said crustables.
Are you sure that's what you're getting? I don't know why that would be a
Crudité.
thing.
People always serve that at parties like it's fancy because they call it crudité, but it's really just lazy, uncooked vegetables.
That's right. Well, I was also thinking
Dip's
of
good though.
the little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are round that don't have crusts.
Oh, crustables.
Yeah, well, crustables. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, what was that, Booker?
I was just saying, are you sure that's what you're actually getting? I mean, that seems like a weird thing to be picking up out here on the balcony.
Maybe there's like a
I'll look
rocket or
out,
something.
and you'll see that my eyes are going off in the opposite directions, but I see forward. Can't you see those lights out there? But if you follow my eyes, there are no lights.
No. Becky's right. I looked in the
Yeah,
direction where the
there's
smell's
dancing
coming
flames
from.
out there.
And there's a lot of torches.
Maybe it's just like a night market.
But why are we even concerned about it, right? Because like they've said, even if there was an attack, unless they had a bear, we're perfectly fine.
No, it's fire. This whole thing is shag carpet's gonna go up in like 3 seconds.
No, but it won't because shag carpeting is a synthetic fiber. And so the way you can tell if something's a high-end fiber versus a synthetic fiber is if it catches fire. So things like cotton and linen, etc., those burn. They'll ignite and go up into flames. But things like polyester, those melt. And so honestly, it would just know.
I don't understand a single word you just said to me, except I think you called me pathetic.
I did. It's a huge part of the textile industry, and you would think you would know better as someone that wears clothes.
God of the universe thinks I'm pathetic.
Oh, it's all right, Bitsy. Don't.
Did I
I forgot.
Why am I the one
I
people are
choose
scared
to
of?
die.
That fucking face. That fucking face.
Anyway,
Winnie won't let me do it anymore.
it just reminds me a lot of our friend Benji. And there's been a lot of talk about a bear tonight, almost as if it was dramatic foreshadowing.
Oh, no. Grumbly, you don't think.
Do you mean Benji the bulldog?
No, worse than that.
The bear that we were scared of and we ran away right before we got captured. He smelled like vegetables.
We knew what his name was.
Well, they
I thought
talked
we
about
ran
Benji
away.
Bear later.
Oh, what happened to him? Did he die?
No,
Yeah, he died. You brought back his stuff.
the
Why did he
last
smell
thing
like
that we heard
vegetables?
him say was that he was extremely excited to become a war machine. A tool of war.
That's not good.
Why would a vegetable-scented bear want to become a war machine? Those two things don't seem to go together very well.
I don't know, but that's exactly what he said.
Well, maybe
Killing
it's just
machine for the Wooden Alliance.
Exactly right.
maybe it's just another vegetable smelling vegetable. Maybe it's somebody else.
I mean, what are the chances? But
What
why
if
would they
it's-
be out there?
What if it's that ornery cabbage merchant that keeps yelling at people for knocking over his cabbages?
Maybe he expanded into carrots and other root vegetables.
Yeah, because
I'm
carrots
smelling
and
more
stuff
than
don't
cabbages.
roll quite the way cabbages do.
I'm smelling a lot more than cabbage.
What do
That's
we
what I'm
do?
saying.
What can we do?
Should we alert everyone that there is
Can I
about
look
to
at
be a
the light
war
and see
bear
if
coming
it's
in?
getting closer? Like if it's coming
I would
towards
say
us?
with Grumley's perception check, you're now able to see it is absolutely getting closer. 100%.
They're coming this way. Maybe we should head out there and try to stop them.
Maybe one of us should go out there and see if we can incept them and the rest to go back and grab all of our shit. I don't want to live like this the whole rest of my life. Look at me.
That's true. That's true. I left my trousers up in the wash bin.
You know, if this was a little more breathable, I could consider it, but I think I would die of fluid loss.
Shame on you for passing over on this costume.
I think I know what this means.
Crazy.
I think we all need to get naked for the coming battle.
I'm not totally comfortable with that.
I don't really want to get mixed up in any of this.
You want to just leave? I mean, I don't really like my sister anyway, so I guess if they all die a brutal death at the hands of a war bear, as long as I'm not here, it's not a big
Peggy, that's terrible.
But why would they even want to attack this place? I mean, I figured they were just gonna head right on down to Stickerbrush, and we were gonna meet up with them there, or at least talk about it, I guess.
To be fair,
what reason do they have
perverts.
to? Well,
Yeah, maybe we'll just go.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, every time Alexander Hamilton tries to have sex with me, he calls me Maria, and it's very weird.
Oh.
Is Maria not your name?
No.
Well, that makes sense. That seems very weird.
Stands a reason.
Yeah, and I keep telling him, I really gotta say no to this, and you should really say no to this.
I mean, do you really want your friends and family's throats cut? Because that's very much what could happen, or probably will happen.
Well, Alexander's not really my friend or family. He's just my sister's husband who tries to sleep with me and calls me Maria. My sister's a bitch, so we got paid already, yeah?
We did. I have the sum. We just gotta dole it out.
I mean, the only person I'm really concerned with is the doctor. Because he helps me get over my acne with extensive electroshock therapy.
Wait. Did you say it was supposed to make you forget that you had acne?
Yeah, and it did.
Then how are you remembering that you had acne?
Well, I remember that I had acne. I don't remember that I currently have acne. And as you look at me, I have a lot of acne.
Frogwarts.
I thought that was just warts. Makes sense now.
What's just warts?
Nothing, dear.
All right.
I feel really bad about. I don't want to leave Mayor Hamilton to get slain. He seemed like a pretty progressive thinking guy.
Well, then I feel like we should probably let them know.
Maybe we should tell Hurricane. He's the security detail. Maybe he can get him out and leave all the rest of these pants shitters to die.
And the perverts.
And the perverts. One and the same. It's worse than a pant shit pervert.
The name of this episode is Perverts and Pants Shitters.
Jesus. What a fucking nightmare. Unbelievable.
Coming soon to Kickstarter.
Oh, no.
Our new TTRPG system.
Do you want to run this session with your friends? Join us on Patreon.
Holy shit.
Your options for classes are pervert or pants shitter. That's it.
There's no in between.
It's just fighting and spellcasting.
The new version of werewolf. You're either a pants shitter or a pervert. Somebody here shit their pants, but you don't know who.
Looking at the torches, how long do we think we have to decide whether or not we're going to intervene in this? Or not?
They're far out, but then you realize now as you look out, one blinks out, and then another, and another, and another, as all the torches start going out, and suddenly it's darkness in the swamp.
All right,
Look,
look.
the left are they going stealth mode.
I think this is a good idea. We'll alert the Hurricane. We'll just let him know we saw something out here. We don't have to say we know what it is. That way we don't get wrapped up in this.
What if he doesn't believe us? And then we say, okay, we do know what it is, and then he really doesn't believe us because we cried wolf the first time.
Man, I have so many smart suggestions, and Bitsy is just holding me by a hostage.
All right, well, let's just tell him. We don't know where they are now.
We'll just let him know. That's all we can do. It's really not our problem. We don't want it to become our problem.
I just don't want Mayor Hamilton to die. He seems like he's really trying to do good here.
The Hurricane won't let anything happen to him.
All right.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun.
Did you see his cold, hard, evil, dead stare? That's the eyes of a killer.
Yeah, and someone who reads YA novels as an adult.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I read YA novels.
It's really good.
There's nothing wrong with that. The last one I read was really great. It was about a girl named Wicker Basket. She was really special, but clumsy, but athletic like a ninja. And 2 boys fought after her.
Oh yeah, I read that one, and she had 2 different colored eyes.
Holy, whoa, where did you come from?
I'm as silent
And
as
she
the
was,
grave.
the great thing about her was she was really beautiful, but no one seemed to know until she put her hair up.
Right? That's the best part.
It's a good thing you showed up. Look, right out there, right just a moment ago, we saw lots of torches lit up in the woods, and they were coming towards us. And then they all started to go out one by one. There could be trouble.
You might be under attack.
I mean, who would be out in the woods at this time of night? Only crazy vagabonds would be out there at this time of night.
He looks at you. I don't see anything.
I just told you there were a bunch of torches marching towards the town, and they just all went out.
Make a persuasion check.
It's like they're going stealth mode.
What if the? I mean, look
Sicko mode.
Look at all these dignitaries in one place in the mail. in
Oh,
one
that's
place.
really unfortunate.
I mean, we got
They're like sitting
You
ducks.
said persuasion?
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is, when I make a charisma, persuasion, or charisma deception check, I can treat a D-roll 20 of 9 or lower as a 10. So that 1 is
Got you,
actually a
though.
10, and plus 8 is going to be 18 for persuasion.
18. Wow, with a natural 1.
Thank God.
It's my Vandress
Well
ability,
done.
but not as powerful.
He looks at you, and then his eyes narrow, and he says, "I'm gonna check it out."
Thank you. That's all we're asking.
Is there anything that we should do aside from leave quietly and never speak of this again?
Yeah, I mean, we're a
Hold
little
my
bit...
fruity martini.
All right. I'll hold this for you.
He slings the shotgun around his back, and you see as his arms furl out, and he just you hear like a very quick fluttering as he takes off into the sky.
I gotta be honest with you. Holding this fruity martini makes this costume a little bit worse.
Thank you, Enhanced. And congratulations on your new job.
That's awesome. Enhanska.
Thank you.
If you got a sub from Enhanska, tell them thank you and show us your meters.
Skip
Use that-
CD,
use that
Roger
CMS.
B,
'Cause it's
Catherine
pervert
Moon,
night here at
Jackson Fox, and
Oh yes, it's a pervert night, and the feeling's right. Oh, what a perv.
Unbelievable.
As soon as he like zips off into the night, you hear, "I hope they're not after my lucky charm."
What are we gonna do? I mean, he's pretty quick. I guess we just wait here and see what happens. I don't want to go anywhere with this martini. You know, if he gets off kilter, we're all in trouble.
I gotta go down to the dungeon and I gotta get my pack and my clothes and my pants are stuck into my shoes.
That's a good idea. Maybe we should collect our items and be ready to hightail out of here.
I need at least 5 minutes to don my armor.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's 10.
No, 10 is to doff. Or
Why
is it
does
the
it-
other way around?
It's the other way around. It takes
Doesn't
less
seem
time
like
to
it
take
was-
your arm off than it does to put it on.
It takes, like, Peggy, 5 minutes to get dressed and, 2 seconds to take it off.
Then 2 seconds is me taking a long time.
I might be a
So
goner,
we're just trying to
guys.
be a tease about it.
If you need to go without me, I won't stop you. Please just save yourselves.
We're not gonna leave you behind.
No, you have to.
No, we
It
don't
takes
have
10
to.
minutes.
That we have enough time. We got plenty of time.
Be alright. Go now. I'll come with you. I'm gonna
gonna
get
go
my
now.
staff.
Just pick
Yeah,
up
I'm
your
gonna go
armor.
back
Just
to
take
the
it with
room
you then.
too
Okay.
and just trust that Hurricane's got this.
As
we scatter.
By the time he gets
And I'm gonna
back,
chase
we'll be
after
down
them
here, I'm
to
sure.
go get my stuff, and I'm just gonna take the martini with me.
okay,
And so I'm running through the party,
You're
just as a
spilling it
leather daddy,
everywhere.
and I'm sloshing the martini. I'm very frantically running through the party.
Roll a
to go-
d20 to see how many pinches you get as you run.
Roll for pinches.
Stop it! No, keep your hands to
Roll a
yourself.
D100.
D100 for sure.
so
Daddy.
73.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, my ass is so swollen and tender. I'm not gonna be able to sit for a month.
Hey, it's that guy.
That's a grab.
Everybody's doing it. Let's all just pinch his ass.
I like the mustache.
Oh God.
Hey, whoa! The tail is a part of me.
Oh,
It doesn't come out.
I got it. I just got it.
That's a nightmare.
That doesn't come off.
This is highly inappropriate. Even I'm uncomfortable.
I love this session. It's the best session.
Oh, you're putting armor on.
Yeah, he's not fisting a muppet. He's equipping a gauntlet.
Oh my!
The technique.
So everyone else flees the party. You're trying to make sure that you don't slosh too much, so you're behind, especially with all the attention that you're getting.
Ow!
And right as you're about to leave, suddenly you see someone immediately appear in front of you. As you see the hurricane.
Thank goodness.
He's standing and looking at you. He's like, "Oh, hey, thanks." And he reaches up and grabs it. And he says, "This isn't jelly donut. It's completely covered in blood."
Oh my god!
What happened out there?
Oh yeah, no, they're retreating.
They're retreating? Who's they?
They're the traitors, the rebels.
You?
The rebels?
Yeah.
So that's it. You've. What were they up to? I mean, did it look like they were gonna attack the clearing?
Oh yeah, they were gonna attack the party. Absolutely, yeah.
And you've just. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Holy smokes!
How many did you kill?
Long live the Marquise.
And that is her.
I guess you're the real deal then. Holy smokes!
Yeah, their leader escaped. That was unfortunate, but I scared the bear away.
What'd their leader look like?
He was a shockingly muscular mouse
Oh no.
with a very deep and loud voice. It was very bizarre.
I hope his name is Bobsy.
All right. Well, are you going to report to Mr. Hamilton about this?
He looks over and he sees. Nah, let him enjoy his party. I've already let the captain of the guards know.
All right. Hey, I'm not telling you how to do your job. That's for sure. I was thinking about maybe putting on something a little less revealing. I'm a little shook from everything.
Yeah,
My butt cheeks are
I
sore.
think I'm all partied out. I want to take off this clown outfit.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
Winnie's here. You want to do that face?
Oh yeah. You're welcome, Winnie. I immediately left the party because I move incredibly fast, like a train. I bolt through the through the entire masquerade. I disappear through the hallways, the shag carpet only propelling my mouse feet forward.
Could you roll a D100 for me?
I would happily do that.
See how many asses.
Making my way towards the dungeon with a 28.
You break the bones of 28 partygoers.
Like bowling pins.
Yeah.
They just like go.
I don't have that many pencils, and so I race through I make my way to the entrance to the dungeon, and I kick the door in, and I fly down the stairs. I immediately lose my footing and go across, because I'm not used to the fact that it's spiraled. I just go straight out. And then I land, but because I have slow fall, I don't take any damage. I get up, I race past the actual lightning orbs or Tesla coils or whatever they are. I immediately grab all of my things. I plunge them into my arms. I turn around and, like the Roadrunner, immediately grab a pamphlet. And then I immediately go straight up the stairs. And then I'm back and I'm in the masquerade with the rest of the party as that conversation was happening.
As you saw that that you had seen Dr. Frankel's pass out on his desk with an empty bottle of that is labeled "definitely not drugs."
And one of the STD pamphlets open, and it's just moaning.
Ew.
Nice.
I'm in the room crying, putting on my armor. I'm gonna die. Benji's gonna kill everyone.
Bromley, you're not gonna die. It's okay. Just
Are
open
you
your.
Are you here?
Yeah, you can't decide where you are. You're teleporting left and right.
What?
I'm in the room and then downstairs at the party.
I said I was gonna come upstairs with you because I had to
you
get
were
my
also
stuff.
talking to the guy when he was here, so you're probably not here with me.
Hazel does this.
Instant transmissions back and forth to have a conversation with Hurricane and also Grumley at the same time.
Well, I guess in that case, bring my shit down.
Hurricane looks at her and says, she's fast. I thought I was
Hazel
fast.
said she would come help me, but she didn't.
Walking speed at 30 feet, man.
That's what I do.
Wow, a moment of silence tonight.
I think we're all just
Everyone's
exhausted.
shocked, yeah.
I'm pretty fucking tired.
I will make my way to the room.
This is what you guys
after
must have felt like
informing
after Hypnotoad.
Bitsy of what has happened. I fill you in on what the hurricane has told us.
Wow, what an assassin guy.
Yeah.
If only his name was Bobsy.
And I will go find Cromley
Yeah.
and Peggy and also try to let them know what happened and suggest perhaps we don't need to leave if we're enjoying ourselves. We don't seem to need to clear out. The hurricane took care of all of them.
You came back for me.
We never left you, Cromley. I told you we weren't gonna leave you.
Oh, how much time do I have till we meet our demise?
No, I mean that seems to be it. He took care of everything. The very muscular mouse fled. He repelled the bear.
Grumly, you're snotting all over your face.
I have no idea if the fox girl or Keziah are alive. Everybody, he was covered in blood. He was crazy.
I can't believe you just went out there and killed them. I feel terrible.
The entire resistance force dead.
It's like all those people we released, we just murdered them.
We were aware that they call him the Hurricane for a reason.
I thought he would just escort Hamilton to safety. I didn't think he'd go out there and... I guess you're right, we should have known. He's just a walking murderer.
Even with those odds, I'm surprised he... Oh no, I hope he didn't...
And we should have known if his favorite color is green, even though he won't admit it. It is a complementary color to red, and what is red blood?
Oh, it all makes sense now. How did we not see it before?
He's like a walking, humming Christmas tree.
So I don't know. I don't know what we do. I mean, we can still we have our money. We can quietly sneak out of here and get away. We don't have to stay.
Maybe we should go and see if any of those poor people were still alive in the woods.
Are you kidding? I don't want to get found amongst a bunch of dead bodies. Are you kidding? We don't want to be involved in this at all.
I just feel terrible.
Well, what time are we supposed to meet, Linguini or whatever his name was?
Some predetermined time in the morning, which I'm making up.
So
the
maybe
God of the world is putting it in my brain.
Maybe we should just retire to our room now that there's no threat. Let the bodies rot outside in the forest. Let the forest
outside.
It's at this point that you hear the heavy footsteps of footfalls of soldiers, as the Marquisate guards are flooding from the party and leaving the manor, seemingly heading in the direction of the swamp where the hurricane had been done his business.
Can you do that again?
So the guard is leaving.
So yes, much of the guards are leaving. You see that there's still heavy guard, but there's a contingency force that is going out to investigate the remnants of the battle.
Look, the hurricane must have already told them about it. I mean, they gotta be heading out there to go check it out. We definitely do not want to be involved with this. It's not our problem.
So do we stay or do we just sleep out on the ground somewhere until
I don't
the
want
morning?
to be in here anymore. This place is bad news.
I sleep better when there's someone standing in the shadows watching me.
Can we at least lock the
It's
door?
what I'm used to growing up here.
Is there a lock on the door?
No.
No.
We get back to
There
our
is,
room.
but it's just for show.
We get back to our room, the door's been removed.
Yeah.
I could have sworn there
There's
was a door here.
suspicious thing. Oh, there's mouse holes. Wait a minute, mice are people size in the setting.
Oh no!
It's like Dreams in the Witch House.
Oh God!
Derek, can you pass me those scissors?
Oh no, you're not gonna cut up the purple, are you?
I am, yeah.
No, don't cut it up.
We have two of them.
Do we?
I never want to touch that.
That's what I said. I moved it with a pen earlier. I thought it looked sticky.
That is disgusting.
I insinuated that you rub your penis on it, Mike. I apologize.
Why wouldn't you?
It's that kind of session.
What the hell?
So, do we stay here or do we not?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Waterbed!
And I jump on.
Well, maybe we get a good night's rest, because who knows what the order's going to ask us to do, when we get down to Muckbed Creek.
For what it's worth, we haven't slept in 3 days.
That's true. Maybe I'm just a little paranoid from lack of sleep.
I mean, I guess no harm really will come to us if the hurricane is around. I mean, that guy's a stone cold murderer.
Unless he finds out.
But what?
Am I the only one that forgot the horrible, horrible tragedy that was in the last town that we ran from? We
That
fled.
wasn't us. We don't have any ties to that.
Yeah, I was a prisoner at the time.
Just feels like we were there, you know, and I don't want to get tied to
we
that.
weren't there. Okay, Hazel?
That was...
Good gods almighty!
That was Hank and Pugsley and...
None of this has anything to do with us.
Good night, Pugsley.
Should you be winking at me?
No!
I'm so confused.
But that strange guy in the corner is supposed to be winking at you.
Can we get him out of here? I really need to go to sleep.
Why don't we just go to bed? I'm very tired. We could use some rest. We'll meet the otter in the morning and we'll continue on. How does that sound?
Oh, that reminds me. Separated out the 2,000 gold pieces that we owe the otter. 1,600 for the rest of you. Here, take it all.
Thanks.
I don't have any pockets in my flesh, so someone has to keep mine.
I can carry yours if you want.
Yeah.
I don't
Inventory.
know where equipment is.
1,600 plus 1,600.
Dude, I have so much money.
The actual weight of these.
Oh yeah, it's like dozens and dozens of pounds.
Our gear is just mostly coins.
It weighs as much as we do.
I'm going to sleep.
All right, yeah, I could use a rest, I suppose.
You then hear as there are steps of guards
What's that?
approaching your room.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna sleep in my armor, just in case. I will just lay down.
I'm keeping
Oh,
on
my
the
bag.
elephant mask.
You hear a knock on the door.
What
The
could
door's back.
what could it possibly be? Coming!
You open and you see the hurricane. He's cleaned himself of blood and he looks at you and he says, "Thanks for telling me about those rebels.
I mean, we just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Bad news, though.
What?
There was an assassination attempt on the mayor.
Is he
No,
alright?
that's horrible.
Members of the Riverfolk Company, sent by we think, someone in the Marquisate.
Oh my gosh.
No.
They say that you speak for them.
I mean, that's absurd. That's ridiculous.
If it wasn't for the Skinkerton Mercenary Company in disguise, they would have succeeded.
Wait, so it was the otters that tried to kill him?
Paid off by some noble family. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Skinkertons know how to get information, but the assassins say that you speak for them. You're part of the... You know the Don personally.
That's not true. We've never met the Don in our lives. Wait,
That's
what
true.
Don?
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. We're just here to enjoy a lovely party. We're very happy that our good friend, Mr. Hamilton, is alive and well.
That's exactly right. We were just trying to help when we told you. What if something bad had happened? We didn't know that there were two things happening.
We'll clear it all up. It'll be fine. They can all read YA novels and go to sleep.
You know.
Your persistent calmness is really freaking me out.
Oh, no, I find it very reassuring. Thank you very much for being so level-headed through all of this.
Of course. It'll be fine. You like I said, you saved the entire party and from potentially a horrible massacre. They had a bear. That was shocking. Thank God he was so cowardly.
Oh, dear.
Unbelievable. I just can't believe it.
Should we... I mean, that's scary that they're naming you as an accomplice.
No, all of you.
Oh, not just him?
Yeah,
No,
what the
no, no.
hell, Rumley?
Oh,
You came in on the barge today, and
he's
then...
from Macbeth Creek, so I just figured, that maybe...
No, you've all been named as accomplices.
Look, we
That's just ridiculous.
we took the barge. We had to get out of Click Clock Crossing. You know what happened there? It was awful. I mean, everybody needed to get out. We bought a passage just like anybody else would.
That's right. I even said earlier that the guy was an asshole.
This conversation finally wakes Bitsy from her immediate pass-out sleep on the water mattress, and she sees what's happening. And stumbles over. It's really hard to get out, but she managed to roll out. Gets on the floor, stands up.
Hey! It's you! You're the assassin guy! Hey, how do you become an assassin?
If you're cleared of all charges, maybe I'll tell you.
Cleared of all charges?
I think. Well,
You gotta come meet with the Skinkertons.
We have to what?
Meet the Skinkertons.
When?
Now.
Oh,
Right now,
we're
but
very tired.
it's
Why not in the
bedtime.
morning? I mean, we need some rest. Look at the
just-
bags out of my eyes. You can't see it through my raccoon mask, but they're there.
Yeah, we can't go. There's a water bed, and I've got pizza in this tiny oven.
How close is it to share carpeting, Bitsy?
He just looks at you blankly. Let's go, guys. Quick in and out job.
I don't know. This seems just. So much has happened tonight. We're just very tired.
Like I said, you'll meet with the Skinkertons. They give you the pass. If the mayor is comfortable with that he's safe, that there was no treachery, then there's no reason to fear me and my skills in murder.
Which you learned through reading all of those YA novels.
Don't give away my secrets.
I've been watching you, Overcame.
Is that the secret?
I read the same books. I know the truth.
You get flashbacks of the screaming guards from Pottsville as their skin burned alive. Or they were burned alive and their skin boiled.
We should probably get going and get this over with.
All right. And I slowly get up.
Can I bring my stuff?
Not your weapon.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna bring my banjo. It's the only thing I really have in this whole world. And I'll leave my dagger, and I make a big show of taking my
Make
dagger.
a deception check.
Putting it on the floor. I'm gonna leave that there, and it's no big deal. Uh-oh.
Well, if you're just gonna
I'm
leave
pretty
it
sure
there,
that still
I'm
is.
gonna
Yep. A bare minimum of a 10. Feeling pretty good about that. That's gonna be a 21.
A 21? Okay, yeah, no, he says,
God damn, that's good.
all right.
I just,
I like to go with my accordion wherever I go, so.
Oh, we gotta jam when this is all over.
Yeah, my parents hated me.
Well, that was
I can't see why.
I got dark. I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know how many people hate the accordion?
Oh, well, I, for one, think it's a lovely
The
instrument.
accordion leads to a path of murder.
Jeez.
accordion leads to a path of murder.
This hummingbird who's shorter than Bitsy looks at you and says, ready to go?
All right, lead the way.
You see that there's dozens of guards behind
Guess
him.
so.
I'll grab my. I've just got my walking stick here. It's
Hey,
been a long night.
Quick
my
question.
headset.
Quick question on the way while we're headed on down there, before we get down there. Are all the otters alive or dead?
They're alive for now.
Oh, that's great news, I guess.
All right, well, let's go. Lead the way. I'll leave my halberd here.
You can
Here
interrogate
it
them
is.
as well because they're alive.
Okay.
I'll put my pack over my shoulder and tidy up and wipe the sleep out of my eyes.
Ooh, look, a dagger!
And then I'll make my way.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I don't think I'm trying to be
Oh.
hiding of it. I just
Hey.
see a dagger that I think is free.
Well, hey.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing?
There's this free dagger just lying here on it's like a
Yeah, I mean, no,
like
it's
mince
cool,
you
it's
leave
cool
on
to
a
have a free
pillow.
dagger.
No, I left
Feeling
that
better than a
behind.
dagger
We're
is a
not
free
allowed to bring
dagger.
weapons.
We're not allowed to bring weapons?
That's correct.
No,
We're being interrogated.
that's right.
Well,
be
then
fair,
I
that's
should
not-
put back this dagger and nothing else.
Make a
I
sleight of
just put
hand
it
check
into your
now.
ribs. Oh, a sleight of hand check?
Thank you for the follow, Ninja
Thank you for the
Assassin
follow.
numbers.
No mercy,
No
ninja
mercy.
assassin.
Feel this.
18.
No, I don't want to touch it.
18.
18.
All this weird shit.
You're able to keep whatever you want on your person to be stealthy, and you have deceived the hurricane.
I have no idea what's in my inventory
Oh,
right now, except
okay.
for a shitload of gold.
The only thing I'm bringing is my banjo.
Okay.
Backbreaking.
I'm not
amount of
bringing
gold.
all my extra shit. I'm leaving my pack and everything else.
Okay.
Assuming they wouldn't let us take it.
You are escorted through the halls, and you see that there are some of the some very drunk dignitaries of mice and cats and various species as they are. It smells awful in here. As they're stumbling back to the rooms, the ones that are staying there, some are stumbling away into Wart Wallow. The party is winding down, and the guards are trying to be discreet as not to draw alarm. They waited this late so that there wouldn't be a scandal. There wouldn't be a... People don't seem to be alarmed. They don't seem to have been aware that there was any kind of a potential rebel attack, any potential assassination. And you are led towards an offshoot wing into this manor. As it goes deeper, the hallways get narrower. And then you see as one hallway is absolutely lined with lizards and reptiles of several varieties, and you realize now that many of them are still in their costume gear, having worn very heavy costumes to cover their reptilian features, very clearly having been in disguise. And you actually recognize some of these. You had thought that was a hedgehog. You had thought that was a squirrel, and you see as the hurricane steps past this door where it seems to be heavily guarded by these members of the Skinkerton mercenary company, and he stops, and one of the lizards doesn't even say a word. They just exchange a glance, and the lizard opens the door, and you are ushered in to a relatively small room, and you see injured and beaten several otters.
Oh boy.
You recognize Scampy.
Fuck.
You recognize Orville. You recognize you recognize the crew of the barge, except for the one that had been killed by the crawdad. And there is a single lizard in this room, who seems to be thin, very well dressed in a very nice suit with a tie, not in costume, a hand crossbow at his hip, and he has a sly smirk on his face as he looks at the otters, and then he looks at you, and he says, well, this is like a luau at Richard Dryfox's house. And that's what we'll end the session.
Oh god, so stupid.
It is so stupid.
It is so stupid. I don't even want to do Evangelist and chill anymore.
Why do I like that was the only part of this session that you prepped, correct?
We're not done.
A, nothing. B, that line.
This is like a luau at Richard Dryfox's house.
I
What's
love that.
next?
That's so great.
We're not done.
But we should be.
Yeah.
We probably should be.
So we are going to do Evangelist and chill. So we are going to cut over, but not really go anywhere, and talk about our favorite moments from tonight. I suppose do some theorizing, answer questions, and unwind from that.
Yeah.
But most importantly, we're going to be back on Saturday, the 18th, to play Beneath Dark Wings. That's the next time we're going to be live here, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
It is back.
We play all day long. It's our big epic monthly campaign that we play from 2 p.m. to late. So stick around. And if you're going to hang out for Adventures and Chill, feel free to drop all your comments in chat. We'll get to them all.
Every question and comment. And join our Discord if you're new and you're from the Dingo Doodles video. Hopefully you liked what you saw.
Thank you.
We welcome you to the Adventures family.
Welcome.
We're going to